you wicked them a holla. Say the wicked them a bad. Right down and down now. Hey, 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 hey. What you wicked them a holla. Say the wicked them a bad. Right down and down now. Say how we are gonna do this. Oi, ready? Ha ha ha. Ready? Oi, me say how we are gonna do this. Yes, we go down. Oi, sit down there, 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 sit down there. Oi, sit down there. Oi, sit down, sit down there. Sit down there, sit down there. Boy, boy, boy. Boy, boy, boy. Sit down there, sit down there. Sit down there, sit down there. Sit down there, sit down there. Sit down there. Watch you wicked them, Mahana. Did you wicked them, Mahana? Me say how we are gonna do it. Jesus, boy, watch out. Now worry about the wicked them now. Now worry about the wicked them. Tell them neighbor, come. Now worry when they talk about you. Now worry when they tell life on you. Worry they walk over upon you. Now worry what them say about you. Just catch it on the balance wheel. 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 Jesus, are you balance? Boy, trouble. Watch out. Watch you wicked them a holla. Say the wicked them a bad. Right down and down now. Hey, 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 hey. Watch you wicked them a holla. Say the wicked them a bad. Right down and down now. Talk to me. Me say how we are gonna do this. Boy, ready? Ha ha ha. Ready? Boy, me say how we are gonna do this. Yes, we go down. Boy, sit down there. 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 Boy, sit down. Boy, sit down. Sit down there. Sit down there. Sit down there. Boy. Sit down there. 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 Watch you wicked them, Mahana. Did you wicked them, Mahana? Me say how we are gonna do it. Boy, get them. Me say how we are gonna do it. Boy, go down. Now Jesus, boy, watch out. Now worry about the wicked them now. Now worry about the wicked them. Tell them neighbor, come. Now worry when they talk about you. Now worry when they tell life on you. Worry they walk over upon you. Now worry what them say about you. Just catch it on the balance wheel. 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 Jesus, are you balance?
Pleasant morning, afternoon, right, and good night, right, for some, depending on your neck of woods, right. Melting Pot is in studio with us today, but before we go into our session. Let us meet and greet, right, our people as usual in our chat room. All right, Carla Banks, big up yourself. Carla Beverly, big up yourself. Derek McCoy, Leighton Brown, and of course we have Anne Marie McDonald and Patel Krushank, Del Raymond, Alethea Sterling, Elga Fletcher, Petra K4P, Mirinda Roddock, bless up yourself, and Levina Miles, and Kay Stevens, Minty Ruel, and all those persons who are tuning in to the chat room, right? I want to say, and Michelle, right? Okay, the chat room. Richard Reed, bless up yourself. Yeah, Millicent, bless up yourself. Now, let me begin by saying that this life, in terms of, my research and what we are going to reveal, today we are going to reveal some bombshell revelation. And I want people to, pass on this information because of the type of research that we are done, and we are going to reveal strong evidence that cannot be disputed. My Jamaican people, we are fighting against a powerful demons. We are fighting Satan in flesh, which is Andrew Holness, Marco Rubio, and Donald Trump. Satan in flesh. And so then one has to understand what we are dealing with. But I'm going to reveal, right, information today as it relates to the general election with solid evidence. Let me say this, Jamaica, and I want Jamaican to listen to me, that our election was stolen. Our sovereignty, our rights, our choice to select the prime minister who we want, we did not get that choice. Today, here on, in terms of what I'm going to show you for yourself, evidence that they cannot dispute, I want to tell all my brothers and sisters that we lay no blame on our Jamaican people to say that they did not vote for Mark Golden. Jamaican people had come out. What I'm going to display is strong evidence, but I'm going to do this so that Jamaica can be aware and we can fight the evil of how Andrew Holness cemented himself. We are going to show that. We are going to display that. It's very serious. The serious level of corruption as it relates to Andrew Holness. But without any delay, because we have several topics to discuss, and more merely we have mostly investigation works, some of them that carefully, right, studied and completed, that I'm going to reveal. But before I get into that, let me just have Brother Melting Pot to meet and greet his people as usual. Brother Melting Pot.
Thank you, Sir Lord Byron. Greetings and blessing, my people. As usual, I bring love to you, Yes. I just want to take the pleasure to just acknowledge you all today for, all the effort that you have been putting in to make the show a success. Because without you people, the show is nothing. So I just want to highlight that. Yeah. So I just want to big up my people and my ground zero as usual. Same way. The love is there. Not change. And to the people outside of Jamaica, places like the United Kingdom, enough love and respect from Melting Pot. Canada, enough love and respect same way. America, big up on yourself, enough love. And to the people in the Caribbean who tune in, because you know we have some very ardent students from within that region. None so than Miss Winnie. Enough love and respect, Miss Winnie. Big up yourself today. Yeah? And to the people in the South Pacific, like Australia and New Zealand, might sound a bit, strange that we have people down there. But yes, we have people down there. And we have people in Europe too, and Africa. Continentally, we serve because we are the voice of Jamaica. So big up on yourself. And to my community people in Jamaica, places like Greenwich Farm, yeah, Maxwell, Whitfield Town, yeah, Payne Avenue, Majestic Garden, Delacree Park, Union Garden, yeah, Pretoria Road, Nelson Road, Burke Road, Fitzgerald Avenue, yeah, and you don't know Rodney Road, people big up on yourself, same way too, yeah, and to the whole works, blood and fire come ready to say, and to the party itself, none so more than the leader, Sir Mark Jefferson Golden. Pleasant afternoon to you, sir. And to members from within the party who have been doing some sterling work in the background. Yeah, we have to big up the Queen of the South, the Keisha Burchell. We have to big up the man from over Portmore, Dr. Alfred Daz. Big up Dayton Campbell as well. Yeah. Wave lines, enough respect, same way. You understand? Angela Burke Brown. Can't leave you out, because you know how you represent. So big up on yourself, yeah? So I just want love and happiness today, and we present the show in chronological order, but very informative. And back the floor to the host, Sir Lord Byron.
All right, blessings, my brother Melting Pot, right? Real warrior on the journey. Big up yourself, Melting Pot. So before we start, let us have the Jamaican people again, right? Tell them and send them the message.
10 years, you say. 10 long years and look how Jamaica stay. No light, no road, no food, pan we plate. People are suffer, while Andrew live great. Hey, hey. You stand up on the platform, smile wide and proud. I tell we about prosperity, but we can't see it all now. Hurricane come through, and left the people here. 6 months later, them still old, asleep under the air. Their GLP friends, them feel high rise, road still full of hope. A house pocket to a fill, while the nation lose its soul. Hospital overflow, picnic can't get bed. School roof a leak, but you and Juliet well fed. You always have excuse, always pass the blame. Every time something wrong, it never go in your name. Jamaica a drown and you claim you're unclean. Biggest actor in a politics we ever see. Wholeness, time to go. Time to go. The people, we say no. 10 years and we can't take no more, you know, hear us. We are not on the door. Wholeness, time to go. Time to go. From Kingston to Legrand, the people say so. We tired, we hungry, we done really show. Wholeness, time to go. Farmer can't afford to plant, food price reach the sky. You bring in the poverty while your own people cry. We born ya, we grow ya, we bleed for this land. But Andrew at the top won't extend the man. You talk about vision, you talk about plan. But 10 years later, we still can't understand. Corruption report London, nobody charge. The people pocket small, but the scandal them large. Who's crack up parish council, bro? Country suffocate, done and it just more. And when we raise revise, you call we political. But the truth is the truth, and the truth is biblical.
Always time to go.
Time to go. The people,
Yes and no.
we say no. 10 years and we can't take no more, you know hear us. We are not on the door.
Always time to go.
Time to go. From Kingston to Negril, the people say so. We tired, we hungry, we done with the show. All less our time to go. We know want no hype, we know want no speech. We want action, no, not the lies you preach. Hurricane victims still under tarpaulin. Prime Minister fly gone foreign. Your JLP cabinet full, but the people cupboard empty. Oh, you live so large when we live in so scanty. Not with fists, not with fire, but with voice them rising higher and higher. From every parish, every yard, every gate, Jamaica speaking, and I know too late. Time to go, the people. We say no, 10 years and we can't take no more, you know, hear us. We are not body door. Time to go. From Kingston to Negril, people say so. We tired, we hungry, we done with the show. Oh yes, and time to go. This one is for every Jamaican.
All right. There you have it, my Jamaican people. There you have it. Now, let me say this in terms of what we are going to do today. And Jamaica, let me tell you something. This investigation that I have done, it turned my stomach. And believe you me, it really overwhelmed me. It overwhelming me in terms of the evidence that I have. And I ask myself the question, if my people don't realize the danger that lay ahead, Jamaica, we are going to lose our sovereignty. I want Jamaica to listen to me this morning because I'm speaking with tears. This is no joke. This is serious. Serious. The attack on the Integrity Commission. The attack on our checks and balance system. The lies, the deceit. For what? How did we get here? Because he knows that he has been discovered as a result of his high level of corruption. He found himself under the umbrella. People, I want you to listen to me today. He found himself and cement himself under the umbrella of crony capitalism to seek protection from the Donald Trump administration. Jamaica, I want you to listen to me. Andrew Holness realized that he had been caught red-handed and trying now to seek protection under crony capitalism to cripple democratic socialism. It has nothing to do with democratic socialism. It has everything to do with your level of criminality. And because you have been caught, you decided that you want to burn down the bridges. And you're seeking help from Donald Trump administration to have you cement in power. But before I start, let me speak to Israel, because I'm going to expose you. Let me speak to Israel, that Israel needs to stay out of our politics. Israel. The Israelites who are the so-called Israelites who are in Jamaica, working the Pegasus, please leave our politics alone. Andrew Holness found you because he's corrupted and using you as a shield against us. I want Donald Trump administration to listen to me. I want Marco Rubio to listen to me. I am begging you, save our Jamaican people. I am pleading because of what I know and what I am going to reveal. I am pleading. I am pleading Jamaica. The things that I uncovered, the evil of what Andrew Holness has been doing. But before we get into that, I am going to make sure that this is not about politics. It's about PNP or GLP. I am losing my country, people. Jamaica, I am losing my country because of the ignorance of my people. I am losing my country. We need to get it. I am losing. And Jonas, you are evil. You are evil. But be strong. Because we have to. Be strong. Now, before I get into it, in terms of what I'm going to reveal, I'm going to go through some things that is happening now, that more pressure had been applied to our people under the Andrew Holness administration. Our inflation is getting out of hand. We all listen to Ralston Iman, and we give thanks for platform like Portland Spice to find us a Ralston Iman. And this morning, what I have seen, I said, oh my God, Ralston Iman cannot be anymore righter than how he's right. We are looking now as what Ralston Iman called a L-shaped economy. Jamaica, we are in a crisis. Now let me share this with you. I am going through this because when I touch that investigation, people are going to be shocked. Let me put up this and share this. Inflation surges to almost 7%, posted by Siobhan Campbell. And I make sure that I am using NNN. So they can't say that, okay, we are, misinformation and disinformation. I'm taking it from out of their thing to show them what their prime minister is doing with our country and doing with our people, suffering our people. Suffering our people. Here it is, the evidence. Jamaica's point-to-point inflation rate has climbed to 6.7% for the month of June. And it is going to get worse, my Jamaican people. That's according to the latest data from the Statistical Institute of Jamaica, Statin. This is the first time the metric has gone over 6% in nearly 2 years. The figure moved from 5.5% in the month prior. It is to show you the rapid rate of how inflation is raising. Let me talk to Sister Winnie here. Right. Sister Winnie, you're on live, Sister Winnie. Speak to us.
Good afternoon, Mr. Mystic and the wife and Mr. Melting Pot. Hi, sir. How are you? Now listen.
I'm fine, thanks, Sister Winnie.
Sir,
yes.
stop you. Because if they were suffering, they would get together and demonstrate. They're happy the way they are because they're only thinking of today's food. They're not thinking of tomorrow bills, not anything. They don't get it yet, you know, sir.
Yes.
You know, when they get it, when they cannot find not even one egg for the morning to eat. They're happy. Otherwise they'll do something about it. They don't care, sir. Yes, there is some who care, but the licky one, they don't care because they go to their office and they might get a little $1,000 to go and buy some chicken, but they're happy. I never can't believe my country is in that. It could be so. You mean you have a prime minister that lies to you and you believe in him? That man should be in prison. He should be in prison for the burial money and the Melissa money and the charity money, what he said he paid back. You have a prime minister that steals charity money to invest, and you believe in him? Huh? What is the world Jamaica coming to? Now I hear this. Who is Carl Bruce?
Well, Carl Bruce is the person. Carl Bruce is the person, Winnie, who in charge of the UHII.
Well, is he the one that they said he's suing the IC?
Yes.
He got to be mad.
He is.
So Andrew, now let another one go and say they're going to sue the IC. What he cannot be the IC.
No, but they are just.
Everything is court with this.
Yes,
people.
it is just delaying tactics, right? Just delaying tactics. That's all it is. They have no defense more than try to delay and delay and delay. But we are going to get them, Miss Winnie. I guarantee you.
Listen, just one more thing to say to you, sir. I see that, and is it the prime minister that got the beer that, like Hitler in Antigua? He said he only will take 75,000 per person.
Yes.
75, yeah.
Yes, you're correct.
Don't you believe him? Our prime minister cannot get it because you know why? The American have too much in him. I said the American give him $1 per person, he have to take it. You understand?
Exactly. He cannot bargain. He has no bargain chip.
He don't have no bargain power.
He has no bargain chip power.
Well, I'm telling you, my prime minister, my queen, the only person my queen will take is Belgium. Then they got to return back to Barbados. The only person she will take is Belgium. She ain't going to sell out Barbados to 30 pieces of silver.
No, she will not do it.
Andrew is a Judas, a big Judas. I don't believe he born in Jamaica. I think he dropped from somewhere. Some devil put him in his mother belly to come into Jamaica. He can't be a Jamaican and treat Jamaicans so bad.
Correct.
Anyway, sir, you have a good day. And Mr. Melton,
Thank you, Miss
love
Winnie.
you. And say hello to your
Thank
dad,
you.
please, Mr. Mystic.
All right. Thank you, Sister Winnie. Love you, Sister Winnie.
Love you too.
All right. Okay. Now, so let us get into it. It represents the first time since August of 2024 that the country point-to-point inflation rate has breached the Bank of Jamaica. BOJ's upper inflation range of 4 to 6%. According to Static, this was mainly influenced by the point-to-point inflation rate for the divisions, food and non-alcoholic beverages, transport and housing and water, electricity, gas, and other fuels. Meanwhile, inflation for the month of June was 0.8%. The increase was primarily driven by a 4.3% rise in the index for the transport division due to increased route taxi and Hackney carriage fares. There was also an increase in the index for the food and non-alcoholic beverages division, which went up by 0.7%. This move was mainly influenced by higher prices for some agricultural produce, right, such as carrots, cabbage, onions, and sweet peppers. Father God, help us. Now, let me say this, and let me just, so Brother Melting Pot, here we are in terms of the suffering that the people are going through. And when you consider for those, right, who have been affected by Hurricane Melissa, those who are still under tarpaulin, which is the majority of those who are affected, because the government has not given any form of help or aid, any form of assistance to more than 70% of the people who were affected. And this is the wickedness and the cruelty. In spite of all of that, they now have to deal with the inflation, cost of living that increase on them while they are going through their most scorched period of their lives. Melting Pot, this is inhumane. Speak to us briefly on that, Melting Pot, as it relates to your input, because we have work to do here and a lot of it we have to do. Yes, Melting Pot.
Well, this is where it's at right now, you know, in Jamaica, yeah, where the people are being affected by a stagnated economy and a rise in inflation. I mean, inflation now, you can round it off at 7%. Yeah, increase, you understand? And I mean, people can't get through that, you know, because that is a situation now where your back is up against the wall in every aspect of your life. You understand? So it's a crisis that need to be addressed. Yeah. And only the people them can really address this crisis. Because I mean, everything is done to the leadership of the country, you know. And a leader who has had the country in the palm of his hand for a decade. Yeah. Now that period of time would give any leader with any consideration of building a country enough time to execute whatever plan that leader would have had that would have shown to be beneficial to his society. Well, what we are looking at is that this leader don't have any plan that is beneficial to the society. And he's been given adequate time to prove his worth. But so far we have been seeing zero performance as it relates to investing in the country and in the people's life. But what we have seen is high performance as it relates to corruption. Corruption and theft. Yeah? And I mean controversy. All those have high percentage marks. That's what we have seen from this government led by Andrew Wallace. Yeah? So the country need a new pathway. Country need a new individual to lead the country. An individual who is clean, honest, and, you know, will be of good value to the people and the country of Jamaica. So we have to emphasize the reality. Yeah? And the reality is that we have been lied to. Consecutive years of lie from the leader, telling us how successful the economy is, how much unemployment gone down, and how much percentage poverty has fallen. And those type of information would have give you hope. Yeah. But when we look at what is happening in front of our eyes, we don't see anything of that description that E. and Wayne Henry from the Planning Institute of Jamaica has been putting out. So it's tell you that, Andrew Wallace have destroyed the country, that he can't even speak in reality terms of anything of value in the country. He has to lie in way when presenting those type of information, suppressing the numbers and giving false information to the people. Just like what we have seen in recent time. Going around telling people that Jamaica is peaceful country in the region and saying how much lots of good things has been, ongoing in Jamaica, like building and unemployment down and telling people to go away. This just tell you the type of individual he is, When we look at all the amount of money that we know, that has come into the country in recent time on the back of Hurricane Melissa, our inflation should be, moving in the right direction because we told him what to do, in order to boost the economy and rise the stock. You supposed to give people job to build back the country and give them within a relative short period of time so that they can, get back the economy moving from the devastation of the Hurricane Melissa. So that instead of rising the inflation, to have bring down the inflation. You understand? And we have a problem with this guy. I just can't leave the country. But I not going to dwell too much on this topic right now. Because as here, Sir Byron have a lot of things in the melting pot tonight where we have to melt up. So I'm back the floor to you, Sir Lord Byron.
Well said, Brother Melting Pot, and well done. Right? Thanks for the execution and the input that you have put in place. And remember, we don't expect anything less. It's always a melting pot, right? The degree of knowledge and the degree of how you deliver, right? Thank you, my brother. But Jamaica, right? Let us hear a little thing from who we call Milky Mac. And we are going to touch some situation with SSL situation as it relates to Gene and Pantan. New update as it relates to Gene and Pantan, right? That is going to be, right? We are going to delve into that. And then, of course, we are going to get into our serious deep dive investigation, right? And we are giving warning to Israel to stop meddling in our politics. Because the evidence, we have the solid evidence that we are going to share. Andrew Honest, just imagine how vicious this is. That Andrew Honest got Israel to meddle in our general election and rob the people of Jamaica from the prime minister that they want to elect. I am not making up any story around here because I have the evidence to back me and defend me. And we are going to show it. We are going to expose it to the people. But before we get there, right, let us get into what we call him Milky Mac. Right? Let us get into what Milky Mac has to say, right? Let us just get into what Milky Mac has to say right here. Now, all right. Let us get into what Milky Mac has to say here.
some serious question for you ask. I know say yesterday we laugh and we talk about Milky Mac, but make we pray a deeper measure with the situation I take. Now it is alleged that Milky Mac, when they have used ministerial power to override the police authority, where there was a yellow line, it is alleged that Milky Mac went to prevent somebody with the police officer want arrest for whatever reason, I don't know. It is alleged that Milky Mac breached the perimeters corded off by the yellow tape. Milky Mac, you know, in this big JLP stronghold area, everybody know at Tivoli Gardens. Now, Milky Mac, why did you went there to undermine the police officer? Why you go there to belittle the work of the police officer? Wanna always talk about doing a good job. And we have never seen none of you guys do something like this before in other constituents. But Tivoli Garden, on a stronghold area, you want to go there, go undermine police officer? Milky Mac, we need some answers. Police officer, make sure them have your on duty, said we, you know. Job well done. Yep.
Definitely. Job. Right? Well done. And let us touch it a little bit, Pat, before we go. So now we have full clarity as what really transpired. That there was an established police boundary. And Desmond Mackenzie, Milky Mac, right, who believed that he can use his ministerial power, right, and influence whatever he wanted to influence. And the police discipline him. And so then the police, of course, would have to be in his right. Because if the police have an established boundary and you breach the established boundary, yes, the police should have wasted the entire canister, you understand, of spray on you. You understand? And as a matter of fact, you deserve to be arrested. Melting Pot, he deserved to be arrested. Not only that, he should have been pepper sprayed, because if you pass and you breach the police boundary, based on what we are hearing now, you understand, you call that, right, obstruction, right, of the police duties. You're obstructing the police to perform their normal duties, right? And you as a politician, you as a member of parliament, right, should have known much better. But you think that the politics should proceed. And, you know, the police should respect your authority. And you can influence the police to do otherwise, apart from carrying out the police lawful duty. Well, we are saying to the police officer, excellent job. Let us quickly touch this Melting Pot, because I know you want to say something on it.
Well, I mean, you know, a man of his age, 73-year-old, shouldn't have found himself into that type of altercation with police. He, by now, fully well understand that police boundary must at all times be respected regardless of who you are. So, I mean, him fully well established in that constituency, you know, yeah, from a long time. And he want to try to assert his dominance, yeah, and show it to his supporters. But, you know, he had a next guest coming this time around, because this is a practice where them always do, you know. Yeah, but them say, and every day, bucket go well, the bottom are going to drop out, you know. But one day it will drop out, and that was the day in question. Because there was some incident in Tivoli Garden on Sunday night. Yeah. I think it related to some shooting incident. Yeah. And him now, you know, walk with a mob. People from within his constituency down to Darling Street police station. And try to overrun the station basically. Yeah. Where am I doing something like what Andrew did do to Manayard up arena, you know, 7 load of bus people and overrun the party, you know, leadership conference at the time. Same thing Milky Mac are going with, aka Deadman Mackenzie. You understand? So him getting medicine, you know, and him have to take it. But him should have get arrested, just like what you have said, because this is a violation, you know.
Exactly.
Yeah. This is in breach of police protocol.
But you
No matter
realize,
who parliament
that's important. You realize that out of many, one is saying that the police officer was arrested. Let me just take this
What?
call, man. Yeah.
Or the police officer to get arrested for doing murder.
Well, let's see. It is
Arrested with
the administration. Selective justice.
No police can get arrested by who? Who arrest him?
Well, that is what out of many just said.
The commissioner,
Yes.
Minister of National Security, who arrest this policeman for doing work? So hold on. Oh, no police not get arrested when they deal with ordinary citizens. Oh,
Selective justice, my brother.
well, this is what we are talking about. So we need the country to be in a different leadership direction.
Exactly.
Yeah, because the GLP them carry out too much retribution, you know, against truth and rights and justice.
Exactly.
So, you know, well, we're glad we are getting the information and we are put it out there. Yeah, because this will show the level of corruption how the Jamaica Labour Party are run and that whole in this administration. I yield back the floor to you, my brother. I can move on with some more tactical discussion.
All right. Thank you very much, Melting Pot. Right. Brief, spicy, and nice, and right and powerful. All right. So we are going into now, we are going to get into more serious topic because we are building up the momentum, you understand, to go into the deep dive investigation that we have done, which is going to shock many people. Now, let us get into the SSL situation here, right? And give an update as it relates to Jean Ann Panton, right? So here it is, fresh push to get bail for Jean Ann Panton. Let us hear what is going on with the SSL saga.
Thanks for staying with us. Another attempt will be made to secure bail for former Stocks and Securities Limited SSL Wealth Advisor Jean Ann Panton. Attorney Sylvester Hemmings indicated his intention during a case management hearing in the Supreme Court this morning. Raquel Porter has the details.
Justice Simone Wolf-Rees, however, directed the renewed bail application to be made in writing. She ordered the defense to file its submissions by the end of September, with the Crown to respond by the end of October. Ms. Panton was denied bail in February 2023 by Justice Lorna Shelley Williams, who cited the seriousness of the offenses. In April 2023, her attorney filed an affidavit in support of a renewed bail application in which Ms. Panton claimed she had suffered a stroke and at least 2 seizures while in custody. The application was refused by Justice Vinette Graham Allen after the medical officer who examined her reported that he found nothing to indicate that she had suffered a stroke while in custody. A February 1 trial date has now been set for Ms. Panton after the original May trial date was vacated. A trial readiness hearing has also been scheduled for December 10. Ms. Panton has been in custody since February 2023. During the hearing, Mr. Hemmings raised concerns about conditions at the women's correctional facility where his client is being held. He said prison authorities had suspended the practice of allowing relatives to bring food for inmates. Mr. Hemmings argued that the development has adversely affected Ms. Panton, who, he said, suffers from a deteriorating medical condition that requires a special diet previously supplied by her family. According to him, he would not give his cats what he saw her eating when he visited her. Justice Simone Wolf-Rees asked whether he had engaged the prison authorities to determine the reason for the policy and whether any accommodation could be made for his client. Mr. Hemmings said he had not yet done so. She's facing a 22-count indictment charging her with forgery, larceny as a servant, and engaging in a transaction involving criminal property. Jamaican sprint legend Usain Bolt is among several clients reported significant losses from their investment accounts. An account held in the name Wellgen Limited, a company owned by Mr. Bolt, reportedly declined from approximately $2 billion in October 2022 to about $1.8 million by the time the fraud was uncovered. Raquel Porto, reporting for TVJ News.
Let us stop. Let us deal with this, because this is really right, a very serious issue. But based on what I am seeing, that the court is proceeding with some level of seriousness in terms of denying bail to Jean and Pantan. Now we know, for people who are carrying the story to say that Usain Bolt had gotten back his money, now you have learned that Usain Bolt, right, still has not gotten back his money. But Benton Park, this is a very serious case as it relates to the position of Jean and Pantan, and I think that the DPP should use the opportunity as it relates to engage with Pantan, because Pantan revelation is going to carry down many of these people, because I know for sure that Pantan did not act unilaterally, right? And it seems to be a cohesive effort based on Pantan, you cross-carry, Mark cross-carry, and certain things. But before you speak, let me show you, you understand why this is very serious, right, for even the Andrew Holness administration, right? Let me just go to another thing before we start to discuss this, to show you how serious the situation is. This is going to bring some very serious, damaging thing to the Jamaica Labour Party, right? Because, I mean, Pantan, right, will have to reveal, right, all the players. This is very serious, Jamaica. Jamaica, don't look at this very lightly. This is serious, because this carries a ripple effect as it relates to lawyers biting in to Jean and Pantan, because we know that Jean and Pantan couldn't have done it alone, right? And we know that Jean and Pantan cannot move billions of dollars out of NCB. So we know that, all right? But look at this now, and this is where we are going, Melting Pot, before you understand. Let me just give you all the ammunition, right? Provide ourselves all the ammunition so we can just lament on this topical issue. Now, here it is that we are going to bring back this to show you how serious this case is. My people, listen to this.
3 former executives linked to the scandal hit investment firm Stocks and Securities Limited, SSL, have now been charged. They were charged last evening following a ruling by the Director of Public Prosecutions, DPP. The development follows yesterday's coordinated raids at their homes. But as you'll also hear in this report from McKinsey Robinson, those charged have since been offered bail.
The 3 are former Director Hugh Croskery, former Montego Bay Branch Manager Sarah Meany, and ex-CEO Zachary Harding. They have each been charged with multiple counts of fraudulently inducing persons to invest money, failure to register company carrying on business in Jamaica, carrying out securities business without dealer's license, failure to apply to the Commission to be registered for securities issued, and breach of the Banking Services Act. Each has been offered station bail in the sum of $1 million and is to appear before the court on January 26, 2026. One of the attorneys representing Mr. Croskery, Peter Champney, is urging the public not to rush to judgment.
My client has consistently maintained his innocence and has always made himself available to all of the regulatory bodies that are involved in this matter. We should be cautious in rushing to judgment. The matter is going to be before the court, and we should allow the justice system to work and not rush to any judgment and seek to be given to wild speculation.
Mr. Croskery is also being represented by Samoy Campbell. On a Saturday, members of the security forces and the Financial Investigations Division conducted search and seizure operations at the homes of the 3. The operation targeted 4 premises, 3 in St. Andrew and 1 in St. James, as part of the long-running probe into the multi-billion-dollar fraud at SSL. The fraud scandal first came to public attention in January 2023. Yesterday's operation marks the first major public law enforcement development in the SSL case in more than a year. Former SSL employee Jean Panton was charged with multiple offenses in February 2023. In December 2023, the FID submitted a case file to the Office of the Director of Public Prosecutions signaling the possibility of further charges. However, the DPP has since indicated that outstanding issues remain which have affected the assessment of the file. Walgen Limited, a company owned by sports legend Usain Bolt, is among more than 200 affected clients of SSL. Nakinsky Robinson, TVJ News.
All right, Melting Pot, so that we put things in context in terms of what we are going to discuss right now and show the level of seriousness, right, in this thing here, right? So let us highlight this so that people can fully understand why this is extremely dangerous, again, for the Jamaica Labour Party, because Mystic Sensation is going to ask a question that is going to interconnect, right, most of them, and why this is serious. So here we have Pantan, Brother Melting Pot, right, as it relates to what Pantan has been charged for. But for the cross carries, father and son, you cross carry, right, and those other two persons, right, Mark cross carry name has not called as yet, but we know that this thing is going to connect him, Mark cross carry, right, based on when they are start to dig into, right, Gene and Pantan, right, because Mark Croskery would have controlled some of the accounts, and all of that is going to bear out in the court. Now, why it is dangerous and why it is very serious, you understand that this is going to have some serious effect as it relates to those who involve, right, and which is going to have a ripple effect on the Jamaica Labour Party. Now, let us ask one question. Here it is that SSL carrying out security business without a dealer's license. You know, so that for me as an investigation, that is one of the first things that is going to, you understand, pull out of the deck of cards for me, right? Because you SSL operating without a operate business, security business, without a dealer's license, then for me as an investigator, I'm going to ask this question that is going to also bind them up in the court. So the question, Melting Pot, how did SSL got onto the stock exchange doing business without a security license? Now, we all know that the People's National Party, right, had suspended SSL license 2012, right? So they don't have any license. Now, the Jamaica Labour Party, right, would have known, Melting Pot, that SSL doesn't have a license. Now, we know, and we have the evidence, that Darrell Valls is the person who managed many of the accounts in SSL, right? We know that Delano Steve Wright also have accounts in SSL. We know that Andrew Wheatley also have accounts in SSL. This doesn't look good. So here it is that you have the IC investigating, right, the Andrew Holness administration for illicit enrichment, and separate, apart from that, they have the SSL situation coming down where the government would have participated in terms of the government themselves, members of the Andrew Holness administration had participated in SSL, knowing, Melting Pot, to the fact that SSL doesn't have a security license. Melting Pot, this look serious. This look serious on the Jamaica Labour Party. This looks serious on the government. They have problem. What say you on the matter, Brother Melting Pot?
This is a big scandal for the government. You understand? And I mean, they know fully well enough that they have fallen victim of a system that has been exposed, and the full reality and extent of the operation of the business is out there. Now, when you look through the political spectrum in Jamaica as it relates to people involved in politics, yeah, it's only the GLP them was inside that SSL, there was no PMP. You understand? So that tell you that they block out certain ears, you know. Them don't want certain people in there. Yeah. And then what them do now, because I feed them thing, the ordinary people, like Usain Bolt and the lady, elderly lady with her inheritance were sucked in. Yeah, because certain people were what they call advertising SSL, talking about what it was doing on the stock market when them don't have a license. You understand? And I mean, we know who we are looking at in regards to that, because Keith Duncan in charge of the stock exchange, you know. And Keith Duncan should have fully well known, because SSL was advertised all over. And he must know I hear about the company and how that was successful on the stock market. And him should have fully well known, say, SSL is not registered on the stock market. Yeah? Because, as you rightly point out, 2012, yeah, under the People's National Party administration, yeah, they were banned and barred from any type of these activity. You understand? And by 2017, all this administration reinstate them. You understand? Reinstate them because they had a...
Hold on, take a call. Hold on. Yes, caller, you're on Mystic Sensation Live. Go ahead.
Yes, good afternoon, Mr. Byron.
Yes, blessings, my brother.
My name is Bernard Gifford.
Yes.
And I am PMP from Burt.
Okay, talk to us.
I spoke to you on Monday.
Yes.
You know, in relations to Darren Vaz. No, not Darren Vaz. Dwayne Vaz.
Oh yes,
because
yes.
I am living in his constituency, and so I would like to get some clarity on it.
Yes. What clarity do you need?
You see, I heard that he's out of office.
Okay, well, I have limited information on that. So to be fair to you, I would have to first seek certain information to have an understanding of what is happening. So I don't know how to even respond to you in terms of the limited information that I have. Right? As a matter of fact, it is the first time, right, that is coming across. So I cannot understand, I cannot respond to you in any positive way, right, to heal your awareness until I do some research. Is that okay to you, sir?
Okay, no problem.
Yes.
All right.
All right then, my brother. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much. Thank you very much to respond to.
Blessings, my brother.
Okay.
Yes, Martin Pat. Yes, shoot.
Yeah, so what we are saying basically is that, you know, the GLP organized a thing, yeah, and it was a GLP, you know, consensus, yeah, to deal with that situation on that level where them deal with it, yeah. But then everybody involved in it are wrongdoers based on the fact that you operate an illegal entity. You understand? So we can't see how Gene and Pantan alone get arrested, you know, when Gene and Pantan never set up the business. So even if Gene and Pantan do what she do and get arrested for that, what happened to the illegal people ever set up the business illegally?
Exactly. Very good question, Martin Pat.
Them never get arrested. Yeah. There's no way you can talk about you have to deal with, you know, some people one way and deal with another set one the other way. Yeah. You cross Kiri, yeah. Sarah Medellin and Zachary Harding, yeah. Them never get arrested and put behind bars, and them not forget no bail, just like how Pantan was refused bail. So when you have to give them bail in the sum of $1 million Jamaican dollars, yeah. Oh, Pantan not get the same offering. I remember Pantan cannot move the money, the amount of money, you know. The money what them a talk about, Pantan can't trouble that. Me and you know, Byron, because we have inside information.
Yes.
As to what is going on. And who angle and when. You understand? So I don't like them a talk to novice around here, so you know. Yeah, and the wider society in Jamaica must fully understand this. Yeah. Pantan arrest was something that was illegally done. Trying to make Pantan a scapegoat, yeah, by offering her a bribe, lying to her, yeah, probably establishing criteria that you know how we control the place. Because them like to speak in them terms. And through Pantan was holding this round, you crash and know the whole of them thing. She got feet. Yeah. But what they were trying to do was to establish an individual, to link what took place in that SSL to that individual. That individual cannot operate in that capacity. Yeah, you Craskery, Mark Craskery, they are the two main perpetrators. You understand? And holiness now, as a guy who will lead the country, you have to arrest him too for participation, not just in SSL, but the previous Ponzi scheme. Because him like the Ponzi scheme there. You understand? So it was a Jamaica Labour Party consensus for farm SSL, operate it illegally in the country. Yeah, do what them do with investors' money, rip off investors and then them run off. Yeah, because them are run the country and the mafiaism, you know. So we are said to them right now, yeah. Jean and Pantan must be looked after with humanity treatment, not being treated inhumane because no one she dead, you know. That's why she get them type of food that she get. That's why she refused bail because no one she die in the institution of corruption. Yeah, and then now everything dead. Dead in the water, so we are set to you know. You know, have the woman dead for a mighty long time. You understand? Mighty long time, you know, from 2023, you know. February, you know. Yeah. And the woman was sentenced, Jean and Pantan, Lana Williams. She a piece of shit. She a piece of shit, me I tell her right now. Yeah, there's no way you're supposed to sentence this woman. Yeah. Because she can't move the money. Her signature not in the bank to clear check. Yeah, she's not a bearer. You understand? So it's like when you just take Jamaican and a whole faith. You know, some people will have no knowledge. Yeah, as to what can be done and who can done what. Yeah. Jean and Pantan cannot do the things they are saying. She did. And having her on 22 count. Yeah. You can't do that. 22 count of indictment. What can go so? So how much you have you Craskery pan? And Mark Craskery? How much you have them pan? The founder of SSL operating an entity without license. I want to question Keith Duncan. And even the guy a bank of Jamaica. Let me have a Richard Biles. I want to question them. Remember them, they are prime suspect of the fraud. Because SSL, the pan stock market, unbelievable. So we are telling Jamaican people say, I just kill them and kill Jean and Pantan in them institution, prison. I treat her inhumane. Yeah. But Jean and Pantan should have never gone into any agreement as it relates to she, yeah, putting herself in this predicament. And I yield back the floor to you, Sir Lord Byron. Because when the right time coming up, we have to deal with this, you know. We just have weird pandemic, you know.
All right. Blessing, melting pot. Now, Jamaica, what you are going to touch is what we call the empirical evidence that the Jamaica Labour Party cannot dispute, right? We are going to show evidence that the election was stolen. We are going to show evidence that the execution of Israel with Pegasus did not only execute in Jamaica, but across the Caribbean and elsewhere. We are going to show, as a matter of fact, that Amnesty International is concerned. The evidence of which I gather doesn't come from an ordinary entity. It comes from an entity that highly respected. Amnesty International had sent out investigators and tracked the behavior of the Israelites elites who created the Pegasus. We are going to show you the connection that Andrew Holness had with Pegasus. We are going to show you the contract that Andrew Holness has with groups within the Pegasus. We are going to show you that, of course, the Pegasus was executed. Now, Jamaica, why this is very serious and extremely serious is the ability of the Pegasus to breach your privacy, to breach your telephone, to breach your electronic device, take over your phone without you knowing, capture your information. It is very serious, my Jamaican people. And we are going to show the strong evidence. Why am I doing this? I am doing this to build awareness. And you know the reason why I'm doing this? It was the same period of time in 2025, prior to the election, that they were saying 1 p.m. forever, Andrew Holness shall remain because they know what they have. You are going to hear Amnesty International is saying to all of us that government who use it, their autocratic government who want to serve themselves in power for the longest time, you're going to hear how Amnesty International break it down and said the world is in trouble where this spyware is concerned. You are going to hear Amnesty International is saying that this must stop if democracy needs to be realized. You are going to hear Amnesty International said it is a threat to the democratic order of the world by autocrats. It is the very same thing that keep Benjamin Netanyahu in power in Israel. Andrew Holness seek to have it, to secure him in power. Jamaica, the People's National Party, wake up. Pay attention to the evidence that I'm going to present right now. Now, let us get into this. Right? So, this is no joke. Right? But before we get into it, let us get into a pre-introduction and listen to what, right, one of our greatest African influencer is saying to us. Listen.
When they are given the vote to vote, they are in the habit of electing thieves. And once they have elected the thieves, they expect the thieves to behave like angels. He says he does not understand the African electorate. I too do not understand the African electorate.
Okay. So, we just want to set that straight. That we had elected thieves, criminals in our parliament. Thieves and criminals were elected in our parliament. What I'm going to show a chronological sequence of solid evidence, facts that Andrew Holness had stolen the general election via Pegasus. And so then we need not to blame our people. Our people did not deliver Andrew Holness in office. And he knows. Let me give you a background before I venture into it. He knows Jamaica, and that is one of the reasons why his vengeance is amongst the people. Andrew Holness and his administration know very well what they had to do to gain power. And so then, of course, he will not have the heart to help those who are suffer, particularly those in Westmoreland and over region, because he knew that that region wiped him out clean. So according to him, they have to suffer. The Jamaican people have to pay for it. Do you believe that if Andrew Holness did believe that Jamaicans galvanized and voted for him in power, do you believe that Andrew Holness would have acted this way? No, because Andrew Holness knew the evidence. They know the evidence. They all know the evidence. Jamaica Labour Party administration, they all know the evidence and know that they have lost the election. Now, my Jamaican people, let us get into the evidence in terms of what we are going to say. And I'm going to say that you can take it throughout. They can't dispute it. Let us get into the facts of what we are going to talk about and bring up the evidence to bear. Right? Let us bring up the evidence to bear. You know that Mystic Sensation, when we deliver with facts. So what I'm going to first deliver, I'm going to deliver Amnesty International speaking about the Pegasus, and we are going to connect Jamaica to the Pegasus. Here is the information, my Jamaican people. Here's the document, and I bring it up wide for you to hear it. This is Amnesty International. Amnesty International, right? And here they are saying the Pegasus project, global democracy under cyber attack. This is what Amnesty is saying. Global democracy under cyber attack. Now, let us get into what they are saying. And this, January 7, 2022, there's a date. Poland, coming from Poland. Use of Pegasus spyware to hack politicians highlights threat to civil society. Confirming that Amnesty International has independently confirmed that Pegasus spyware was used to hack Polish Senator Krzysztof Bezra when he was running the opposition's 2019 parliamentary election campaign. Amnesty International Poland Director Anna Blazaks said, these findings are shocking, but not surprising. They raise serious concern not only for politicians, but for the whole Poland civil society in general, particularly given the context of the government's record of persistently subverting human rights and the rule of law. Activists and protesters have been targeted through criminal investigation, undermining the rights to freedom of expression and peaceful assembly. Meanwhile, judges and prosecutors who raise concern over the lack of independence of the judiciary face disciplinary and even criminal investigations. Despite media reports that the Israel government, I want for you to hear this, open quote, despite media reports that the Israel government stopped export of the NSO software to a group of countries, including Poland, this does not seem to have affected existing license and the use of Pegasus in Poland. These revelations demonstrate yet again why there is an urgent need for a commitment from government to stop any form of surveillance that breaches human rights and the need for a global moratorium on the export, sale, transfer, and use of surveillance equipment until a robust human rights compliant regulatory framework is in place. So I'm telling you the concern that Amnesty International has. Jamaica, we are indeed in trouble. So what did Mystic Sensation prove? You don't prove that Jamaica involved. You know that this is Mystic Sensation. What that have to say? That is Portland and Pegasus using Portland. So what Mystic Sensation is going on with? Now, let us get into the nitty-gritty. Right? Now, here it is, Jamaica people. Jamaica connection with the Pegasus. We are going to show you this. Let me share it. So I do a research. Does Jamaica have any connection with the Pegasus? And the research, Google search engine said, yes, Jamaica has significant connections to Israeli surveillance and cybersecurity technology. Jamaica, the research that I have done is Jamaica has any connection with the Pegasus? The answer that Google search engine brought forward, and not only that they brought forward it, they direct me to the specific website that we are going to go to. Yes, Jamaica has significant connections to Israeli surveillance and cybersecurity technology. Though the government denies specifically using the Pegasus, here are the key facts regarding this connection. Cybersecurity contracts. Many people don't know about this. Many Jamaican people didn't know about this. The Jamaican government awarded a $4 billion contract to ELTA system. And I linked the ELTA system with the Pegasus. An Israeli defense and cybersecurity company for surveillance and digital security technology. Official denials. Despite public concern raised by political opposition, Jamaica officials have maintained that there is no official cooperation agreement with the NCO group, the maker of Pegasus. That's a lie. And that surveillance tools are not used to spy on law-abiding citizens. Again, that's a lie. Intelligence pacts. Jamaica has established deeper intelligence sharing arrangement with Israel. Let us take this away. So Mystic Sensation did not leave it there. Mystic Sensation did not leave it there. Mystic Sensation wanted more evidence. Mystic Sensation want more concrete evidence. So look what Mystic Sensation had done. We are going to show you. So I go to the finance accusers, Israel Black Corps, of meddling in election. Jamaica, you know what I realize? When I make a search, I realize an information that I had brought forward some time ago. They wiped the internet they wiped the information from that internet. And I said, oh, you're not going to more than me this morning. I am going, you understand, and do more deep dive to show my people, right? And we see where you wipe the internet from that information because you know that Mystic Sensation is digging and you know that I am going to come with this. So what did I do? Let me show you how Mystic Sensation, right, is effectively doing his research. So what Mystic Sensation did? The capabilities of Pegasus technology in Jamaica. Let us get there to show you what Mystic Sensation had done. So we dig for deeper dive. Jamaica, I want you to listen to this. Listen to this, Jamaica.
A cybersecurity update from the French government, which is concerned about election interference online. The French Prime Minister on Thursday convened political leaders and reported on the threat in the presence of the head of France's disinformation detection service, who said that officials suspect an Israeli firm called Blackcore of being behind a smear campaign ahead of France's municipal elections in March.
Vigilant investigations have made it possible to geolocate the foreign operator behind this malicious activity, a purported Israeli company known as Blackcore.
Viginum, France's Office for Vigilance and Protection Against Foreign Digital Interference, presented a detailed report on Blackcore's alleged actions around the world.
The modus operandi wasn't limited to France's municipal elections. It also appears to have been used for foreign digital interference in other countries or regions, such as Angola, Togo, the elections in Scotland, and New York's 2025 municipal election.
The French Prime Minister said Paris had asked Israel for explanations on Blackcore's actions and also for help in trying to find out who may have been behind the smear campaign.
Once the authorities realized this interference from Israeli soil, specifically Israeli soil, occurred during the municipal election, it goes without saying that we did indeed ask for an explanation and assistance. It could be a private group in Israel.
The news agency Reuters reported last month that French authorities suspected Blackcore was behind an online smear campaign targeting 3 candidates for mayor from the far-left, pro-Palestine France Unbowed party in March's municipal vote. Before scrubbing its presence online following Reuters' inquiries, Blackcore described itself as an elite influence cyber and technology company built for the modern era of information warfare.
All right, let us take this away. Jamaica. Let me say this. That of course the Blackcore Israelite people are in the EOJ, Electoral Office of Jamaica. I want Jamaica to realize what is happening. They are here in Jamaica, active to ensure that democratic socialism being defeated and should not surface. It is their mission. They are here in Jamaica and they need to leave our land space and stop interfere. So what Mystic Sensation did? Mystic Sensation did not only take that, even all that we are coming down with the chronological sequence. Mystic Sensation want to know more. I want to know who created it, how it was created. And I want to know their active involvement of the damage and the impact that they have done. And I deep dive. And my Jamaican people, I have the bombshell that the Israeli brigadier officer in Israel created it. And many governments, dictatorship government, seek him. And you are going to hear what he has to say, confirming to all of us, Jamaica, this is not something that we are making up. That yes, he's going to confirm to all of us. I'm going to make you see it. I'm going to make you hear it for yourself. He's going to confirm that yes, I have created the Pegasus. And the purpose of the Pegasus is to defeat persons in election. It was the reason why it was created. These are the people that Andrew Wallace had given $4 billion of our Jamaican dollars to these people. To do what? To manipulate our election. Andrew Wallace used taxpayers' money to do this. Jamaica, listen to the evidence. Here is the evidence. So, I try to connect, right? To prove that we are not joking, we are not lying when we say we found the evidence. Jamaica's digital entanglement with Israeli intelligence operations. Andrew Holness, seek them for him to stay in power because he believes he can continue to obstruct the Integrity Commission investigators and he can prevent him from going to prison. So if he stays in power, he can control, he can manipulate. Jamaica, listen to us. Jamaica digital entanglement with Israeli intelligence operations. Montego Bay, Jamaica, July 6, 2025. Jamaica has significantly deepened its cybersecurity partnership with Israel throughout 2024 and 2025 and the marking of the general election, marked by a $4 billion Jamaican dollars ELTA system contract. This is what the mark of the beast has done. High-level diplomatic visits and ongoing surveillance technology cooperation that has drawn sharp opposition criticism and regional diplomatic consequences. The digital entanglement reflects a broader pattern of Israel surveillance technology deployment across the Caribbean, with documented spyware operations in Trinidad and Tobago, raising serious questions about democratic oversight and human rights protections. I found them. The partnership represents far more than routine cybersecurity cooperation. They include intelligence sharing arrangements that have strained Jamaica's relationship with the United States, prompted sustained opposition criticism about surveillance overreach, and forced Jamaica to navigate complex diplomatic tensions that ultimately led to its recognition of Palestine in April 2024 under regional pressure. Jamaicans don't aware of this, what is taking place with Andrew Holness. You understand the sort of evil that Andrew Holness brought down on the country. Recent cybersecurity developments reveal expanded Israeli presence. They are in Jamaica. Minister Darrell Vaz, November 2024 delegation to Israel mark a significant escalation in Jamaica-Israel cybersecurity cooperation. The high-level joint delegation with the Ministry of National Security, including Colonel Godfrey Sterling, head of Jamaica's Cyber Incident Response Team, and senior policy directors for cyber intelligence. The delegation conducted working visit to Israel's cyber capital, Beersheba, and met with Israeli energy and cyber officials to explore bilateral collaboration and opportunities. Mighty goodness of God. The visit followed disclosure of a 5-year, $4 billion contract with ELTA System Limited, a subsidiary of Israel Aerospace Industry specializing in defense electronics and cyber defense solutions. National Security Minister Dr. Horace Chang confirmed the contract aimed to harden critical Jamaican institutions against cyber attack through constant monitoring system and vulnerability and thief the election. And so then, why Andrew Holness seek Israel for the ELTA system? Why? ELTA system won 15 Israel defense prizes and has over 50 years of experience in electromagnetic sensors and cyber defense, making it a significant player in Israeli military-industrial complex. Jamaica is simultaneously establishing a cyber academy using equipment from multiple countries, including Israel, Canada, the United States, Australia, and France. The academy operates under the Caribbean Institute of Cyber science established under the Caribbean Military Academy Jamaica Defense Force, indicating the militarization of Jamaica's cyber security infrastructures. And this is where we see that Andrew Wallace is using all the military persons and put them into position. Because, of course, they can invade people's privacy. And as you see now, they can manipulate the result of the election. But this is not the big thing. Jamaica, this is not the big thing. I am going to show you the big thing, Jamaica. You think this is the big thing? Now, Jamaica, do you believe that this is the big thing? That's why I leave the big thing for last. So I track down, right, to connect the dots. The man himself who built the Pegasus and tell us what is the purpose of the Pegasus. Jamaica, I wanted to share the live, share it out. People need to know that Andrew Wallace, let us see walking around, sabotage our general election. And this is what he has done. Clear evidence. Now let us find this. What is my Jamaican people? Look where I'm going. Israeli firm boasted of meddling in more than 30 elections worldwide. Let me take a little sip. And let me breathe down a bit because I'm belching this out to my Jamaican people. So I found the person who created Pegasus and why the Pegasus was created. The functionality of Pegasus, the motive of Pegasus was to change election results. Here's the evidence. This is not coming from Mystic Sensation. This is not coming from Melting Pot. This is not coming from a Wayne Lonesome. Not coming from a Rattigan. Not coming from a Andre Stevenson or any other vloggers. It's just that the evidence we establish to show the connections and the money being paid to Israel to F up our general election. The Israelites who are in our country interfering in our space, robbing us of our sovereignty. Here it is, people. Israeli firm boasted of meddling in more than 30 elections worldwide. So now they are bragging. They are saying, yes, we finally have a software to keep Benjamin Netanyahu in power. And not only that, we can meddle in other countries' political order. We can choose which political leader we want to be elected to keep them in power, to make us bargain as it relates to crony capitalism and to give crony capitalism its vibrancy. We can take over because of the effectiveness of this spyware. An Israeli firm sought to influence more than 30 elections around the world for clients by hacking, sabotage, and spreading disinformation, according to an undercover media investigation published on Wednesday. And so what happened? These people, these investigators went undercover and speak directly to the mark of the beast, the man who created the Pegasus. Now, here he is, my people. Right? Here it is. It adds to a growing body of evidence that shadowy private firms across the world are profiting from invasive hacking tools and the power of social media platforms to manipulate public opinion. You see why Andrew want to seek it. You see why Andrew want to seek it, clearly. The firm was dubbed Team George by investigation journalists who pose as potential clients in order to gather information on its methods and capabilities. I want you to listen. So the investigators disguise themselves, right, under a team, under a firm as Team George to do what? Investigate, right, the methods and capability of Pegasus. Its boss, Tal Annan, this is the man that created Pegasus, is a former Israeli Special Forces operative who boasted of being able to control supposedly secure Telegram accounts and thousands of fake social media profiles, as well as planting news stories, the report say. The investigation was carried out by a consortium of journalists from 30 outlets, including Guardian in Britain, Le Monde in France, Der Spiegel in Germany, and El País in Spain, under the direction of France-based non-profit Forbidden Stories. The methods and techniques described by Team George raise new challenges for big tech platforms, the Guardian wrote. The evidence of a global private market in disinformation aimed at elections will also ring alarm bells for democracies around the world. People want to hear that? People want to hear that? Let me read about that. Evidence of a global private market in disinformation aimed at elections will also ring alarm bells for democracies around the world. Andrew owners paid them $40 billion. Hanan did not respond to detailed questions, saying only, I deny any wrongdoing. Want to hear him? Fear profiles. The 50-year-old told 3 undercover reporters that his services, often called black ops, people, you understand? Black ops in the industry were available to intelligence agencies, political campaigns, and private companies. Want to hear that, people? Want to hear that? We are now involved in one election in Africa. Want to hear that? Want to see far them gone? Not only in the Caribbean, in Africa. We have a team in Greece and a team in the Emirates. We have completed 33 presidential level campaigns, 27 of which were successful. The Guardian quoted him as saying, when you hear the man of brags, that him run 33 operations and 27 was successful. Most of the campaigns, 2/3, were in Africa, he claimed. While demonstrating his technology to reporters, he appeared to act into, now he might give them live performance in Jamaica. He might talk to them, and tell them, say, listen, me, you believe say I talk, make me show you live performance. You know watch this now, people. While demonstrating his technology to reporters, he appeared to act into the Gmail box and Telegram account of political operatives in Kenya. Mighty God of Daniel. Hold on there, let me take the call here. Yes, caller, you're on Mystic Sensation Live. Talk to me.
Hello?
Yes, talk to me, caller. You're live on Mystic Sensation.
Hello, Mystic. It's Joan. Yes.
Yes.
I'm calling from the UK.
Yes. Talk to us.
Yes. I've been watching you for years and others.
Thank you very much.
Before the election, I actually was telling others, right? I thought all of you guys said the opposition must stop the take out these people from the Prime Minister office because they guys steal the election.
Yes.
And I am saying I am so happy that you find out all of this mistake, but what about the opposition? They don't find out these things?
Well, we are sensitizing them now, right now.
My Mighty God. I mean, I am so happy that you think because, yeah, I am watching on the telly. But I am saying, why is it not these people? They concentrating on other things. And these things is in front of their eyes. Will they ever win another election? They will never win another election.
Well, guess what?
Don't stop them.
Let me tell you something, sister. We are not going to be here on social media knowing all these things and allow them to manipulate us. You understand? We are going to lead a campaign against them.
This is bad.
We are onto them right now. We are not going to make Andrew Holness, right, win,
really speak.
Right, and manipulate us again with what he's doing right here. We are not going to allow that.
Mighty God, so I am sick. It's the first I call and I always watch you and Pat, all of you guys. But I tell you the first I call because I'm watching it and I was so upset. Because over the years I said, people, they need to take the EOJ out of the Prime Minister of the guy and steal the election. I know they don't win the election.
Exactly.
They don't win the election.
So it's a
and these people and the opposite, and I can tell you, if it was the Prime Minister in opposition, this could never happen. So why is it our opposition they just sit down and making these things happen?
Well, that's why we are here sensitizing them, right, for the awareness, you understand, and make sure that this doesn't repeat. We are here in this place now, my sister, and we have to defend our country.
Thank you for your hard work you're doing, sir.
Blessings, my sister. Blessings. Melting pot.
Your wife and melting pot. Mighty God, I'm just sick of it now.
All right.
I'm really sick of it.
Okay.
I was saying to my friend just now in Jamaica, I feel like I just throw something in the TV. I just can't listen to this.
All right, my sister. All right. Blessings.
Really
all right. Let me take another call. All right. Thank you. Thank you for calling.
All right then. Thank you.
All right. Yes. Let me just take another call here because this is serious, my Jamaican people. Yes, caller, you're on Mystic Sensation Live. Please go ahead.
Yes, Father, big up yourself, melting pot.
Blessings.
I just want to make a small point that all of these things, the lady asked a potent question, yes, the caller before now.
Yes.
But we have to understand so a lot of these things what the government do and sign on to have been done in private.
Yes, that's true. That's true.
So, and oftentimes we see that it's only when things made public, the opposition really find out these things.
And hold on the caller.
Of other things.
Hold on the caller. That's a very solid point you have made. Just like with the TCN deal, right? That the opposition was left in the darkness. They don't know. Many of these deals that they are signing off on, you understand, the opposition is totally ignorant. They don't know.
Right. So none of these things have been mentioned. They keep everything in secrecy through the gag order they sign on in the government party, right?
No, well, the government signed. Well, hold on. The gag order only speaks specifically to the Integrity Commission investigators as it relates to Section 53, subsection 3, right? But again,
about the gag order
yes,
that the JLP members signed by.
Okay. Well, I mean, right. it is crazy, right? It is crazy. Exactly.
So we just make that point. Say, the opposition would really use our help as people and yourself and others as bloggers and influencers to find out these things.
Yes.
It's clearly that the opposition alone cannot do everything.
Exactly.
And to say that the opposition should leave what they are doing and focus on other things, it will be too much for them.
And sure, you know, hold on, caller. I'm glad you mentioned that. And that's why you see the platforms that are edifying people, because there's a whole lot of platform out there, right, who are doing investigation, right, and edifying the people. Number one, when it comes to economy, you understand, you visit a Portland Spice to get over and to hear Ralston Iman, Andre Stevenson, Wayne Lonesome, who have the Eagle, and a Mystic Sensation who have the investigative skill, and it's a Belrose, at all for the press, and you name it. All right. All right. Let me take another caller here. Blessings. All right. Yes, caller, you're on Mystic Sensation Live. Please go ahead.
Yes, Mystic Sensation. Take you and everybody and your wife and listeners and so.
Yes, bless up yourself, my sister.
Yes, on the live. Yeah, you say on the live now. I hear you talk something about the EOG and all of them. So, you know, some of them sit there from before the election and all of something. And what they say in the election, we're going to realize, say, the power cut were out and all of them, something, they pick them up to something. And
there you go.
Was nice with this man, get the seat. And you're telling me, say, when the opposition, they sit down so far, then have to say the man in a big war with we, and him bring down people from overseas. They signal the people, them know we are up on the thing.
Yes, so that's why we are.
The man that come we are up on the thing here now. It's a diplomatic person, you know.
That's why we are sensitizing them now.
Like this, it's serious. And the man
yes, it is serious.
The necessary of big old crosses we have front away. The one Jamaica is to lift up.
Yes.
Have a good march and take out the one that is so serious. Like I was still here for runway and come to Jamaica. You know?
Yes, my sister. Yes, my sister. And that is one of the reasons why.
I tell you, sir, in a plate, look how much waste, no time, and this one have nothing to do.
Exactly.
Bring the facts, bring the facts. Look how you bring the facts and research, and bring the, and go what them get up now, you know. And then put up a place for leadership, and go what them see the same thing, you know.
Yes.
And if I want them to work on them, when they come out the mountain and bathe in a salt water and come out, and call Jesus' name to take off the crosses off of them. Because we can't allow them to go back in the next election.
No.
Putting their crosses start early. That's what we can see it. And go out there and take them like a preferred rate. When election come, they want to go take it way back again.
Well, guess what?
If you come out now and plus the election to come again, yeah.
Agreed with your sister.
No.
Agreed with your sister. Agreed with you 100%.
I know I'm going to want everybody sick and tell us say, well, that place a mash up. And your crosses are getting way out.
We have to increase the pressure.
Poor people are going down.
We have to increase the pressure.
Talk to yourself on what side now?
Yes, we have to increase the pressure.
Let me hear what they're going to hear, man.
All right.
What them are going with, you know.
Yes.
It's supposed to be massive in come out now, you know.
Yes.
Let the man come out.
Yes, enough is enough.
And they might talk about how much money for bring people. We don't visit the money. We don't want the people that we sign down here.
Yes.
And over again, America say the right. The court also say the right. Hello, we need to get the man out now. That's right, man. This can tell it, you know. You think a play thing?
Exactly, Mrs.
Nobody
Star.
done your journey, nobody power, sitting and nothing, help it. Bringing people from foreign, they all thief them, come line up with the thief them out here to carry down.
Exactly.
Hello, man.
Right? $40 million paid to Israel to steal our election. All right. Bless up yourself, my sister. All right, my sister. Bless up yourself.
Thank you for the good work.
Thank you. Yes. Thank you, sister. All right. Blessings. All right. Let me just take another call here. Thank you, sister. Whoa, accidentally cut off the sister, you know. My bad, sister. My apology for that. Me just accidentally cut you off. Right. So here it is. That the man take up 40 billion of our money. Why do Andrew Honest need this? When we have healthcare want to fix, right? The education system dilapidated, right? But you take up $40 billion giving to the Israelites to keep you, to continue to keep you, right, in power. This is a fundamental wrong that you are doing on Jonas, and we found you guilty. Now, here it is. Forbidden Stories name the target. Let me just take this call. Right? Yes, caller, you're on Mystic Sensation Live. Please go ahead, please. Yes, caller, you're on Mystic Sensation Live. Please go ahead.
Yes, good day.
Blessings, my sister. Talk to us.
Something to your phone.
Okay.
Yes.
Yes.
And you're going to bath with the I just woke up on it a while ago.
Yes.
But anyway, I have to say this. All this wasted money just to carry out anti-owners agenda.
It's vicious.
The countries in recession and need the money. They ought to pay back all these monies.
Yeah. See if you can, well, my sister, see if you can talk up in the mic some more because you're sort of low. So amplify your voice. So we want to hear you, you know. We want to hear you. Oh yeah, right there, yes.
Okay, yes. But to get all these money, you waste them to carry out these anti-owners agenda. Countries in recession right now. Things not looking up for Jamaica. So, I'm asking myself, is you going to allow this? So, how are they going to manage their needs? How are they going to manage? Well, they must look into themselves and go out there. Another demonstration is here. People must go out there. It's getting one back to rest in a mistake.
Yes, and we have to, the people have to push back and push back very fast. We have to galvanize ourselves.
See an organization in the country.
Yes.
Make sure transparency, the IC.
Yes.
They're attacking the IC like that.
Yes.
It's serious. It's problematic. So the IC, stand strong. They are behind you.
Exactly.
That's what the state of mind. You know why I start? I'm to always first start this thing to undermine the IC. And from the start, all of them are ready to store the IC. Your teams.
All right.
They did their job. While you were stealing, they were working.
Exactly.
Their job clean.
Exactly.
We must push back on them. It must not happen. And it's because you show them who they are. The police shouldn't be in parliament. You see that dirty anti-owners there? You see that little dirty man there? You know, no status here, run up and down. Anti-owners to be truthful, you know. You only wear clean clothes, you know. But inside dirty, you know.
Extremely.
What a day. What a day, anti-owners. When you're not prime minister no more. You have to pay, you know? All the owner have to pay. All the owner, Mr. Mistake, big up yourself.
Bless up myself, my sister.
Getting part, big up on yourself.
All right.
Let me
Bless
tell
you.
you something. I don't know when Jamaica will come to. I used to them there. We are told to say 1 p.m. and this prime minister will sit down the head. All the time I say, I'm pulling me one going to the hospital and take sick. As soon as God Almighty become me and you say, I wicked person that I come back out of the hospital. Yeah, and then you know we know it's when the prime minister will get son. I don't want to tell you say, we're going to have eyes for this one. It's all right. Long and short is answer. Long and short.
Long and short is my sister.
Team taxpayers money. Team plan. We just have go on and create for a deal. One of the minutes at the end. All right.
Blessings. Blessings, my sister. All right. Blessings. All right. All right. So you are telling me that you pick up 40 billion of taxpayers' money and give to the Israelites criminals? Big up yourself. My how you doing? Well, you have seen the evidence that I'm presenting here. Talk to us, my brother. Talk to us.
Brother, I've been listening to the show and listening to all the commentary by everyone on the show. And, you know, I just want to remind people. Hello?
Yes, man. We are here, man. We're glad when you're calling us. So we put the attention to you.
Yeah. I just want to remind people that, you know, what's happening in the countries, and if you look at history, Mystic, remember, the 1980s was the worst era in the history of Jamaica, The 1980s was the worst era in Jamaica history. The 1980s, in 1980, Seaga's first speech was that in bring back Bucky Master after Michael Manley handed over Jamaica, the country, to the people, give them the rights to land, the rights to education, the rights to law and order, the rights to freedom, give them all the rights, take them backside and give it to them, take them agriculture and give it to them. Jamaica in 1980, Edward Seaga turned back Jamaica and tell Jamaican people him bring back Bucky Master. In 1982, Colonel Charles tell Jamaicans that them to go broke Rockstone if them want road. While the Jamaica Labour Party was putting them friends on land with mall and for them friends to sell the mall and then turn on tell the people them say them to go broke Rockstone if them want road. These are the things that Jamaica people need to use and remember where them coming from. Take sleep on mark, Jamaica people. The same Jamaica Labour Party in the 1980s set back the country. The only thing in the 1980s that the Jamaica Labour Party bring to Jamaica was higgling and sidewalk cooking. Those were the only two things that they did for the country. They brought back higgling and sidewalk cooking. There's nothing else in the 1980s that they did for the country. You can't point out one thing that the Jamaica Labour Party did for the country. Just like today, Mystic, there is not one thing that a Jamaican can point at that Jamaica, that Andrew Holness and his bands of thieves and criminals have brought back to Jamaica. They've sell out Jamaica to the point where there's nothing left to be shown. So you know what they're going to do? Them are asked now for sending criminal. Them have nothing else for sell. So them are ask the rest of the world now to send them criminal for coming out of the country.
What a shame.
This is where Jamaica's gotten to. And I want to address this Deadman Mackenzie issue. Listen, man. Deadman Mackenzie needs to be charged under any civil, in any civil country with rule of law. He should have been charged and put in prison.
For obstruction.
A police officer with a mob and them spray him like an insect fly that he is.
Yes.
That cockroach. And they spray him like a damn cockroach. And I hear people talk about injustice and police brutality. Where was the call for police brutality when our young men and young women have been killed by the police?
Aye, God.
The police brutality when we see senior citizens being kicked and mutilated by police. Where was the call then?
Talk of the things, them.
When this cockroach gets sprayed with insect spray, people are talking about police brutality. Be real people, stop the hypocrisy.
Selective justice. Selective justice.
The circumstances, the cockroach should have been in jail.
Of course.
He should have been in jail. And one thing I want to address, Mystic. Dr. Tufton come out again with the lies about the health services. Listen up. If you live in Jamaica, you know what the situation is. If you live in Jamaica, you know what your health situation is. We hear the nurses, we hear the doctors, we hear them crying out for help. We hear them crying out for mercy. We don't need Christopher Tufton, the minister of public relations, because he's not a doctor. Christopher Tufton is not a doctor, and I challenge him. Bring your paperwork. I'm sure you get doctorate from Christopher Tufton. Bring your paperwork. I am challenging you. Bring your paperwork. Come show the country where you get your doctorate from. You're not a doctor of nothing. You're a public relations officer. Claiming a doctorate. Just like 90% of the Jamaica Labour Party. Because them don't like what? Okay? And for him to come out last week in Miami and come tell a bunch of lies down there in Miami, he's the next one that needs to be pepper sprayed. He needs to be pepper sprayed too.
Exactly.
Okay?
Exactly.
He needs to be pepper sprayed. The Jamaica people need to wake up, my brother. Don't forget, Jamaican people. The 1980s was the worst era in the history of our country. The 1980s took Jamaica back into the Stone Ages. They took Jamaica back into the Stone Ages.
All right.
Get rid of education.
All right.
Get rid of public transportation.
All right, my brother. All right. Hold on. Let me just give a. Hold on there. Let me just. Yeah.
This all happened in the 1980s.
Yes.
You can't tell me nothing else if you're Jamaican.
All right.
happened in the 1980s. Seaga said, bring back Bookie Master.
Yes, he said it. He said it. He said it. All right. Yes, man, I remember it. I remember it. All right. All right. Yes, that's true. I love your input. But let me give our next caller. Blessings. 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 Love the caller input. Always solid input. Yes, caller, my virgin, talk to me. Mystic Sensation Live. Yes, caller. Hello. Yes, caller. Mystic Sensation Live. Talk to us. You're on here.
Thank you.
Yeah, man. Talk to me, my brother. Hold on there before you talk. You understand? The man take 40 billion of our dollar. You understand? To give Israeli criminals them. You understand? To sabotage our election. Talk to us about it. Yes, my brother. Yes, my brother. Talk to me. Yes.
People all over the world. You see the two women them, they will come for 100. I don't know tell Andrew. When the midterm they decide, the two women will make sure come for your lock, stock, and barrel. I think you want the two of them.
That's no joke.
And you go back tonight. They want to come for you. They just choose the right battle. Yeah. Yes, Brother Byron. Yeah, man.
Oh, yes. You never know it's so dangerous. It's extremely dangerous.
Yes. Yes, brother. That's how I'm going to answer you big trouble.
All right.
Big trouble. The two never get defeated by this thing here. What you use? You implicate yourself.
Oh, yes.
That's something you should never do. And that was served you. Remember, one of them come to your friend, you know? Come to your friend. Which button they know?
All right, my brother.
Yeah.
All right.
Back to class, brother.
Back to class. Back to class. So, yes, you can come explain to the people how you take 40 billions of Jamaican dollars when we have no healthcare system that caring for the people. Our education system is dilapidated. Our roads need to fix. But you took $40 billion and gave to these people to keep you in power. Shame and disgrace. Forbidden Stories named the targets are 2 aides, right, to William Ruto, who ended up winning the August 2022 ballot. Online public influence campaigns were carried out via a software platform known as Advanced Impact Media Solutions. Remember when Paul Buchanan a lead here, you know, both Digicel and the other provider that we have, both of them knock out. Both of them knock out. That alleged control nearly 40,000 social media profiles across Facebook, Twitter, and LinkedIn, reports say. Hannon also claimed that his firm had planted more to the listening of people. More to the listening. And Andrew Wallace harbor them people in Jamaica. Hannon also claimed that his firm had planted a report on France's biggest television news channel, BFM, about the impact of sanctions against Russia and the yachting industry in Monaco. A senior presenter on the channel, Ratchet Barkey 54, has been suspended and is being investigated. Public influence. Other similar companies have been named in media reports as sanctioned by Western government in recent years over their role in trying to influence elections and public opinion. And Andrew Honest, these are the people you side. These are the people you side. These are the people in our electoral office. Eh? to keep you. So when Desmond Mackenzie run out, and when other people run out and said, 1 p.m. forever, who don't know what you want to talk about? 1 p.m. forever, who don't know what you want to talk about? So then now you don't have to even campaign because you depend on this. No, well, guess what? We have you. Notorious British consulting firm Cambridge Analytica, since shutdown, was allegedly used to develop software steering voters towards Donald Trump in the 2016 US presidential election. Kiss me, clot. Eh? The group collected and exploited the personal data of 87 million more people. More want to hear this, man. More want to see this for yourself, you know. And make it up, you know. And I'm making Potter make up this, you know. And I'm me make up this, you know. And a social media platform I make up this, you know. Jamaica people, see it, yeah? The group collected and exploited the personal data of 87 million Facebook users to which the platform had given it access, leading to the major fines and lawsuits. Kiss me neck back. Eh? So then that's why you use Lucian Savadia as it relates to the COVID. And that's why Lucian Savadia opened the back door for them people to come in and take and capture the information. Mr. Andrew Wallace, hey, listen to me. Andrew Wallace, hey, let me tell you something. Jamaica, no wonder why Lucian Savadia 2 times and straight leave the security back door open for them, yeah. Because you know what you were doing. Mighty goodness of Daniel. On Tuesday, the chief Russian mercenary group Wagner, Evgeny Penzuin, admitted creating an infamous troll farm that is also suspected of interfering in Western elections. Me want to hear that in the people. Me want to hear that in the sanctioned by Washington and Brussels, right? The St. Petersburg-based internet research agency had for years been linked to Pergazin, a 61-year-old ally of Russian President Vladimir Putin. Following the latest revelations, Israel might also face increased pressure to rein in its cutting-edge cyberware. But people want to see this now, you know. You're a sit up. Evidence. Following the latest revelations, Israel might also face increased pressure to rein in its cutting-edge cyberware and technology sector, which was spotlighted in another media investigation led by the Forbidden Stories in 2021. In highlighting now the powerful Israeli-made Pegasus spyware. People, me say, when you get to the coffee, I don't come here, so. Come, let me tell you what I go on. Come, let me tell you what I go on. You understand? Because Andrew Wallace believes, all right, the Israel there, they might go secure him for life in the political order. Look at these people. Look at this paragraph. In highlighting how the powerful Israeli-made Pegasus spyware had been sold by the cyber intelligence company NSO Group Technologies to governments and used against at least 50,000 people around the world. Andrew Wallace paid 40 billion. 40 billion of money to them people here. For what? For damages? 40 billion taxpayers' money for damages. Mighty God of Daniel. Hey, we can't make up the massive here. Some of the alleged targets, including human rights defenders and religious leaders, as well as politicians, such as French President Emmanuel Macron. So now I have any information from Mark Golding then. You don't know when time Mark Golding eat. You don't know when Mark Golding drink. You don't know when Mark Golding sleep. You don't have any information and any intel from the opposition. You don't have the opposition intel in a palm on the effing hand and I manipulate them. Mighty God of Daniel. Forbidden Stories, a collaborative platform set up in 2017 and the initiative of French documentary maker Larry Richard, which, with the support of Reporters Without Borders, and brings together more than 30 different media from around the world. So you understand, I'm not partial, you know, and I make up, you know. You understand? International media and investigators doing this, you know, and find out what you are doing, you know. You understand? If you stay in power, you know, if you give dictator, to give dictator in power, $40 billion of your money. Come in, melting pot. Your time. Come mash up them. Sure.
Well, I mean, it was a blessing when you and I really uncover the Pegasus spyware, you know.
Well,
Yeah,
melting pot. Well, I remember bringing you in here because I have to make the people them know some. Me a melting pot. Dig up this. What are the melting pot? We could just take in yeah. Yeah. What?
This $40 billion.
Yes.
Turn him to win the election.
Yes.
Is this relevant to Mr. Buchanan's case now? Huh?
Well, guess what? All possibility exists, my sister, because based on the technological capacity, right, of Pegasus, they know everything what Paul Buchanan is doing. You know, anything. If you type A, they know saying type A. If you type B, they know say Paul Buchanan type B. They know who Paul Buchanan talk to. They know who talk to Paul Buchanan.
So Mr. Mystic, let me set a watch to the cyber network to watch him.
Yes, well then, but guess what? This is what it is saying to you, that the Pegasus, you understand, can discreetly take over your device, know everything what you are doing.
He ought to be careful now on everybody else.
Well, this is serious, my sister.
All right, now I'll keep up your thing no more.
All right.
All right, thank you.
Blessings. Shut it, melting pot.
Yeah, man. So, you know, as I said, it was a blessing when you and I really uncover Pegasus. Yeah, and bring it to the people. Them. I remember, you know, when we do the Pegasus the very first time, you know, the next show when we do, you know, who run out pan with? Warthog. Yeah? Warthog, big nasty Warthog, run out. The very next show, because you want to know, the Pegasus revelation where we disclose, you know, Earth Andrew Head, you know, and all of them, you know, assailants, them were around him. Yeah, because we expose where they are going with. And we know that. So, from a long time, we have the full background of the evidence of Pegasus being in Jamaica. But remember, Andrew Wallace lied to some investigator from the FBI, you know, in 2018, you know, where them come down and ask him if him have Pegasus spyware. Him say no. Them put the question to him 3 times and him categorically deny it all the time. So, I mean, but here it is now. We are sure the entire world say Pegasus in Jamaica. And we know the reason for it being in Jamaica. Yeah? We know when Andrew Wallace got Israel, you know, it wasn't primarily to meet Benjamin Netanyahu, you know. Accidentally, he meet up with Benjamin Netanyahu. But the primary objective was to meet with this guy, yeah, the farmer man from the military, Tal Anan, yeah. And him go meet with you know, cause him are the man where sell the Pegasus, yeah, a theme thing, yeah. But the Israeli government, they are part and parcel of what the man is doing. You understand? Because remember, you know, it keep Benjamin Netanyahu in office as a dictator. Yeah? So them have a product now where them sell to corrupt leaders around the world who want to keep themselves in politics. Andrew is one such. Yeah? So Andrew take up $40 billion Jamaican dollars and invest into the Pegasus spyware. Yeah? But it's not just $40 billion. What to the Israeli them were in our place we are working at the EOJ? How much of the taxpayers' money have been given to them in wage package over the period of time? Just for sustain corruption. How much? And next thing we have to ask ourselves, why was a broke pocket man like Lucian Shabanian, yeah, made an ambassador for technology? I go and tell you why. Around here, so you know we dissect things positively. Dushan Shabada was the man, yeah, that Andrew sent to recruit these people that is working in the EOJ office. Simple because he can speak your language. Yeah. So he made him into an ambassador of technology. When Dushan Shabada tell we say him no savvy in that capacity as it relates to technology in his interview with Archibald Garden. So we know everything we are going, you know. And Dushan Shabada, you know, remember him a wreak havoc, kind of a big salary, you know. Yeah, taxpayers' money. So the combination of holiness, yeah, getting himself involved with the Israeli, you know, corrupted people them. He tell you say him a run off of corruption and him expand corruption and he will invest in corruption. Yeah. All of this money could have fixed institution in a Jamaica. Yeah. Could have fixed infrastructure in a Jamaica. Yeah. But him choose, yeah, to spend it on corruption by bringing in this Pegasus spyware. Yeah, that has a very successful conversion rate when it meddle in your election affair. Them have a 67% conversion rate. You understand? Yeah. And maybe the one them when you convert, maybe I told them to pay up their money. Because you know them like them institutional like you know, make your sister well then if you know come with the full package one time, you know. You know, get what you forget. So you see Andrew, him take 40 billion Jamaican dollars for Pegasus. No, I have been calling on the two technology giant them in a Jamaica. Digicel, yeah, and Flow. Remember we have to protect the customer privacy. That is a mandate. Yeah. So I can't know how to have Andrew listening to people conversation. Yeah. And I do all type of thing with people. Mobile phone. I want to don't make sure no one come out and put out a statement in regard to that. Because remember we expose it, you know. When I notice say on election night we happen to the two entity. None of them come out and speak on it. What was the reason behind the shutdown of the internet service in Jamaica? GPS don't come out and tell you the reason behind the blackout. Everybody in a hush-hush mode. Because the government involved in it. Yeah. So we know specifically that Andrew is running a dictatorship style of government in a Jamaica. Yeah. By having access to your mobile phone, that is dictatorship. That is breach against human rights as it relates to your privacy. Yeah, and it must be, you know, brought to justice because we know everything about the Pegasus spyware. And Andrew cannot come and deny any form of the information as it relates to what the Pegasus was brought to Jamaica to achieve. It can't come say nothing in regard to what we have put out on that. Because what we have put out on it, other leaders in the Western world have the same problem and highlight it. French government them and other government them, like in Poland and all them place there. You understand? So we know Africa get involved in it because down there have a whole heap of black corrupt leaders down in Africa. You know? And in the region you hear who have it? Trinidad and Jamaica. No, you know, Trinidad and Jamaica run side and side in a corruption, you know, as it relates to the leadership of the country. Yeah? That's why you say Andrew Parr with the man down at Trinidad. You notice them not call them more country in the Caribbean. Them not say Barbados. Them not say Guyana. Them not say St. Kitts, Nevis. Them not say nothing like that, you know. Not even Grenada, the Spice Island. Yeah? Jamaica and Trinidad. Not even 80 mentioned in that bracket. So it show you the mechanism of Andrew Holness. And you see when them say 1 p.m., Yeah, them was correct. But we have it in a different terminology. Yeah. But as it related, come in a 2 package. Yeah. 1 p.m. by 1 a.m. 1 a.m. the election result reveal. Yeah. So them have them slogan right. But it's a corrupt slogan by all means. And so it deprived the Jamaican voting apathy of their choice. You understand? Which is a total and utterly disgrace. Yeah, because what you do? You tamper with democracy right here and then.
Exactly.
You're going against the will of the Constitution as it relates to the People's Act 1944. Where talk about corruption must not be a part of the general election. Well, Andrew Walla in that. In all different means. Yeah. We see it over 18 breaches, I count. Yeah. So even when them want to tap in Paul Buchanan phone for know him I do. Him and him liar. That now have nothing. Yeah. Where you call it now? Jeopardize the outcome. Because you see, once it going up with the council, and mechanism are as it relates to Pegasus, spyware and all these things. It now no chance in them institution there. Yeah. So Jamaica people will have to understand say everything is fundamentally wrong in a Jamaica. Yeah, Jamaica has seen a guy in Andrew Holness who is corrupted to the core, evil to the core, wicked to the core, and is dangerous to the society. He will not stop at any length and breadth to destroy Jamaica. Yeah, because that is his fundamental kicks. That's where him get operate like a dictator and push up himself amongst man like Benjamin Netanyahu and the one down in Russia there. You understand? Putin. And them one in a China and them place there where you say sit down and can't move. Yeah, and that in a seek, you know. That type of level of assurance. That's why you hear some guy that say can't have a 8 term. Now when we work out what is 8 term in a political aspect, a 40 year that you know. If you add 40 year upon this guy, you know him a 90 year. You understand? So this is how arrogance them is with them word where them project based on where them know them are going. This is dead man come say, under no circumstance will the Jamaica Labour Party surrender the country to the PNP. Because them know them sit down on, you know, some cyber technology thing. You understand? And them know them have a guy like Bushiant around them. Where recruit the people them. The criminals them. They are criminals. Getting taxpayers' money. Because what the work they're doing. Work of criminality. As it relates to corruption. Meddling in our country's affair as it relates to our general election. So we have to take this as, you know, matters of grave concern. Yeah? Because we can't have a dictator guy, a criminal who can certify, control the political process. We cannot allow that.
Exactly.
I mean, I'm a brother around here, so. I'm a brother over in the wilderness. We want to know we are the Titans. We not allow that to happen. Because remember, you know, you see how long Andrew thing's secret, and me a Byron bust it out, you know. And when you look the very next show we do, a war tag, big nasty thinking war tag come over attack with, because we put out the Pegasus spyware out there. Yeah? So we are asked, yeah, our people in Jamaica to be conscious. Cease and desist from voting for the Jamaica Labour Party under Andrew Holness, the criminal. When him gone, you can't go back to the party because he's not of any good to any Jamaican, whether Labour right or PNP, and he must be removed because he's a waste of money. You can imagine $40 billion for a corrupt tool. And on top of that, you pay these nastiness way in the EOJ from Israel for working at Jamaica. But when nurse and doctor and teacher them gone because of lack of, you know, wage, livable wage, package, but them people, you know, Andrew pay them good. Because where they're coming from, the work where them look for the money for the job, and you have to pay them in the exchange rate. So in a whole heap of our money gone down the drain, people. No wonder 3 trillion can be found. Because underworld mafiaism around Jamaica. Where the money a move underworld appear, underworld mafia to work in Jamaica. This is a serious diabolical problem we have. It must be addressed. And we are here to address it. And I yield back the floor to you, Sir Lord Byron.
All right. Yes, caller, you're on Mystic Sensation Live. Please go ahead. Blessings, my brother.
Tell the caller to speak up.
All right. Talk up a little bit louder because we want to hear you, you know. Because you're one of our callers that you understand help with the education as well.
The 40 billion wanted right now because the country out of money.
Yes. That's true.
And number 2 again,
You're right. Talk to the people then. Go on.
Number two, this thing started from that post-golden thing. Because I'm going way back from the sugar thing right now.
Yes.
Remember they set up the sugar in 2011 they set up the sugar company in China, right?
Yes.
You hear me?
All right. All right. Hold on, caller. Hold on. Yes, caller. Go ahead, man. We are listening to you.
I'm saying in August 15 they set up 2011 they set up the sugar company in China. At that time, China want to get his footprint in Jamaica. What he do? He use like used by antique car market. We make age group on it.
Yes.
In 2016, they closed it down. In 2016, after they closed it, they went and buy Alpart. But little did they know that bauxite industry does not run like what do you call it now, like the supermarket and thing, because what happened now, they figure if they buy the bauxite industry, you know, it could run like under minimum wage.
Yes.
Because little did they, and that's what I'm saying, that they will never open up under China, because little did they understand that the government does not control bauxite industry. Bauxite industry run by the unions, and bauxite country is like a country into Jamaica. Because in the morning when you walk in, when you go to the gate, you have to show them a pass. That is a passport.
Yes.
And you show it to the guards. But the rest of the day, you're under the guard's hand. But little did they not understand that the union is the government inside. They set all the rules.
Yes.
Then they go back again, and when they realize that you can't pay people what you feel like and talk to people like how you want it now, they say, okay, we need hard hats for the workers, we need gloves, we need shoes, we need uniform, we need gaggles for the people then. And the kids are going to school, probably have to pay some, who's doing good, they have to pay some money for the education.
Yes.
So when China see that now, they have to close it down. Because it's never what they expected.
True.
Hello?
Yeah, man. You're on point, caller. Go ahead, man. You're on point. We're listening to you, man.
It's never what they expected.
How the caller just get cut off, so? Caller just get cut off like that. What is going on? Yes, caller, you're on Mystic Sensation Live. Go ahead. Hello?
Yes, man, the call dropped.
Oh, okay. All right. No, we have your back up.
Yes, so it's never what they expected. But at the same time now, they lock it down now to get deeper in the country. So that's why when Donald Trump now see what's going on, he walk in now, and if you were listening to Mr. Radican's show Saturday, you hear what he was saying, that Donald Trump don't want to see him. Vince don't want to see him. Except don't want to see him, and the only person who will probably talk to him is Rubio. He always said let he go to China because they realize that he didn't want to go to BRICS.
Yes.
So he reached a stage now where, that's what I'm saying, I'm listening to your show from the start, and everybody is talking about this dude. I don't really pay him any more mind because his time is numbered.
Yes.
His time is numbered because Now, America said him to run him now, so why would deal with China man them now? Remember, he took their money, and when he cannot give them what they want now, you know what they can do now? Now the big boy gonna hold him and shake out him pocket them now.
All right. Let me just give you a minute to finish up because we have roughly about 6 more. What on there? 1, 2, 3, 4 more clips because we have got to touch Zara Burton investigation.
Okay, I'll call you up.
All right. Blessings, my brother. Blessings. All right, cool. All right. So we have to move fast because we are up on the time. Because we want to close out 4 o'clock, right? Because other platform need to strive in this space. So let us get into another serious issue that we want to touch, and the pressure that continue to be under that the Integrity Commission investigators under Andrew Holness administration. But let me tell you something, Jamaica. We are not going to feel weary because the Integrity Commission investigators, they are going to finally prevail. Remember me tell you, Andrew Holness, honestly, Jamaica people, the reason why I'm so happy also is to the fact that I know very well that the Andrew Holness administration is not going to get away from the judiciary. Because judicial review, it has to come to a time and come to an end, and after judicial review, here come the charges. Here come the charges. And I know that the Integrity Commission investigators dotted all the I's and crossed all the T's. So we could get into some serious situation that the Andrew Holness government want to mash down the Integrity Commission. Let us tune in with that.
Welcome back to Primetime News.
And a special welcome once again to our viewers on TVJ International in the Cayman Islands and online at onespotmedia.com.
First up this evening, the Integrity Commission is providing greater clarity on its annual report that was tabled in Parliament.
At its first media briefing in years, the Commission addressed concerns about its lengthy investigations, high staff turnover, and the public perception of the Commission, among other issues.
Alicia Williams was there.
For the first time in years, the media had an opportunity to drill members of the Integrity Commission at a press briefing. It follows the tabling of its annual report in Parliament. It also came on the heels of several controversial investigation reports that had the Commission facing the ire of parliamentarians. First up, concerns about the time at which it takes the Commission to complete its investigations.
Complex matters will take a longer time. But what we're trying to ensure is that the matters that do not need that time are completed as soon as possible. And the kind of ballpark that we're looking at, as my staff would know, is between 6 and 12 months, closer to 9 months.
However, the Commission said in order to reduce the investigation time, the staffing challenges will have to be addressed. Currently, the Investigations Division is only operating at 55% of its staffing capacity.
It is indeed a difficult psychological burden to come to work, and every day you have 11 or so matters to pursue. Some of these matters are extremely complex and voluminous, and so we have to ensure that we recruit the number of staff necessary, at least to fill our establishment, so that we can continue our work in this area.
The challenge, though, is that the Commission is already having a tough time retaining its staff, so recruitment may be difficult. But Executive Director Craig Beresford said compensation is the issue. He said the Commission has written to the Finance Ministry to revise their salary package, but so far it has not received a response.
We have found that especially our technical persons, they are at a lower level in terms of comparative than they were before.
All right.
And step back and look at it. If someone is up,
proceed. Yes, Carla, go ahead. Carla, let me just try to. Blessings, my sister. Yes, my sister.
I'm worried. I am so worried. So therefore,
yes.
If the government have that in Jamaica, that means that PNP will never win an next election.
No, man, we are here in this space, sister. We are here in this space, and we are going to. All right. You see, what we are going to do, we are stepping up the pressure right now, building awareness, right? Yes. And make sure that, listen to me, every particularly when we're going into the municipal election, which I think is about another year or two, away, right? We are going to make sure.
February, I think it was February 24th.
Yes. So we are going to apply the pressure, building awareness, right? And so then everyone will be on the lookout. You understand? Because we know definitely as it relates to what the Israelites, the so-called Israelis stand for. You understand? We are going to make sure that, and remember, we have People's National Party member in the EOJ too. You understand? To build awareness.
But they need to get out the Israel them from down at the electoral office.
None to be about that, sister. None to be about that. I agree with you. You understand? We need to get them out of the country. Get them out of the country. None to be about that.
We going so far if it's that them are do.
No, well, sister, I know if it is that they are doing, that's why I bring this Pegasus. That's why I even researched and found the person who created the Pegasus and tell you what he's doing.
That's why I love listen to you. Me listen to you when you come on.
Blessings, my sister.
And I listen to you in the day. Me go sorry say me miss you on Friday.
All right.
You know me mystic.
Yes.
You see, mystic. You see how I do in Baza go on here. I can't tell you, man. Mystic, me talk, man.
Blessings, my sister.
If them come out, go talk both of them, they run to, say, doing bars now, go can't run back and I'm not golden. That's why you see you want to go push out my man to go for chairman,
Let me tell you something, We are watch all of them, my sister. Remember, so with the pioneer, we are watch all of them,
Remember, so when doing bars went down there, labor rights, to all of them, they say,
Yes, man, the 10. We lose a 10 MP in that area.
No, councillor.
Yes. Exactly.
If him become the chairman, Mark can't tell him say he can't run time and put himself there.
Yeah, that's the MP, councillors. Sorry, Martin Pot. Yes. Exactly. Remember, sister, we are watch them, Remember, sister, let me tell you something. I want you to have the trust and confidence in me and melting pot. You understand? Remember, you have, yes.
Me believe in you.
All right.
Me believe in melting pot and me believe in your wife and me love you like how Jesus love you.
And we love you, and we love you too. We love you too.
Mystic, me,
all right.
Hear things and see things,
Yes, man. Yes, man. Yes, man.
Mystic, me rate you, me love you, me say, what happened? We not permanent demonstration for we do it up here.
Well, listen, man. All right. You see the TCN situation, we have to go back out there, But we say we have built the awareness, right? Because, all right, we are going to make sure, you understand, that Jamaican people so sensitized. You understand that any plan them have to make them people learn so we have a problem. We are going to have a problem. So we are sensitizing people.
Yes, Mystic, me thank you so much. You say I'll melting pot and your wife, me love you like
all right. And we love you too, man.
In a million.
Blessings, my sister. Blessings, my sister. Blessings. All right.
All right.
Cool. Right. Love the sisters as well. And so let us get in terms of the pressure that the Integrity Commission investigators are facing and what Andrew Owens is now deliberately want to have them maintain a skeleton staff so that they may not, finish their investigation in time. This is how vicious and wicked this evil is. Now let's just listen up.
Applying for a job within the commission, and they can go to any other public service at the same level. Why would you want to work at the commission when you have all that risk and the social media abuses to contend with?
Speaking of negative comments on social media, questions were also raised about how the commission has been handling concerns about it being too intrusive and speculations about the agency attempting to harm the reputation of parliamentarians.
There is nothing that the Integrity Commission, none of the divisions do with taking precise steps to harm any public official's reputation. That is not our business.
Next issue, the Commission not having a protocol that states that when charges are to be laid, they are laid immediately or shortly after, an issue which has heightened public scrutiny. While not giving a timeline,
as it currently stands, there is no protocol, but I can say that steps are being taken to implement such protocol.
The Commission also said going forward, it is hoping to have a media briefing annually after its reports are tabled in Parliament. Kalisha Williams, TVJ News.
All right, love that. And let me just say something to the Integrity Commission investigators, right? Coming from myself and Melting Pot, you understand, and many other social media bloggers, right? Including Partner Draw TV, including Lonesome, and all of us, Rottigan, all of us who in this space, Portland Spice, right? Canada Brand, all of us in this space. We are telling you, Integrity Commission investigators, continue to do the great work that you are doing. You are doing an awesome job, and I'm going to show them in terms of the next information that we are going to provide. And we love you. We are saying to you that continue to hold up, right? Hold up the banner of justice. Continue to push back against the government who want to, definitely flatline your progress. We see and understand your progress, and we thank you on behalf of our social media bloggers, right? We say thank you. Continue the hard work, and we are here to defend you in this space. Now, Jamaican people, having said that, let me give you the bang around in terms of what the Integrity Commission investigators are digging up. Because also I have done a deep dive research, and when I see it, Melting Pot, I said, mighty God of Daniel, I went so much things the Integrity Commission investigator, they investigate. What Jamaican people don't know about this? So then when I do a deep dive, I am saying that the Integrity Commission investigators, they dig down deep from even 2015, coming straight up, Now let me show Jamaica this. Jamaica, listen, look to this. They are talking about the Integrity Commission investigators are political. Come on. It is not PNP. It is not PNP who put them there. Mark Golden drafted the policy. Andrew Holness activated it. It is the very same Andrew Holness, 2018, applauded the Integrity Commission investigators of doing a good work. 2019, you applaud the Integrity Commission investigators of doing a good work. 2020, you applauded the Integrity Commission investigators of doing the work. To the fact that they are not going to certify your 2021 statutory declaration. They are evil. They are demons. We know better than that. We know better than that. Right? So let me just show you something before I get into certain specific document and expose you to the people and show you how corrupted you are. But let us hear this from.
When the government must act quickly in an emergency, the public still deserves to know how decisions are made. That is why emergency procurement in Jamaica is governed by strong transparency requirements. Every emergency contract awarded by the government must be published on the Government of Jamaica electronic procurement platform, GOJEP, at gojep.gov.jm. Within 30 days of award, the public can access the Contract Award Notices tab to see who received the contract value, when it was awarded, and why emergency procedures were used. This is where you come in. By using GOJEP, citizens, media, and civil society can review contract award notices, ask informed questions, and hold public entities accountable. Emergency procurement in Jamaica is not hidden. It is published, it is reviewable, and it is open to public scrutiny.
All right. Let us stop that. My Jamaican people, coming from Mystic Sensation and Melting Pot, let us start here, because the next document, we are going to expose the can of worm and expose the government. So now you talk about emergency procurement, which is a concern. And, emergency procurement used for emergency processes. But we have seen Darrell Vaz using emergency process for 110 school bus, right? That did not summon any form of emergency. We have seen Darrell Vaz as it relates to the Starlight, right? Utilize emergency and they want to get away with these things. But what Jamaica doesn't know is to show you how the Jamaica Labour Party administration using, right, emergency procurement to rob the country. The next document I'm going to show you, you are going to be shocked. And that is one of the reasons why we are here in this space to deep dive and bring the evidence to our people. So then why you mash down the Integrity Commission investigators? I am going to show you some of the reasons why you are mashing down the Integrity Commission investigators. Because Jamaica, hear the truth about it. That I discovered, that I found. Right? I found out because the Integrity Commission is now investigating, you understand, the amount of emergency procurement being used by this government. Now, this is where we catch the government. Catch the government red-handed with their hands in cookie jar. Isn't that the government came out and told us that NARA has to be established? If you saw where I'm going, melting pot, right? That, okay, what is happening and why they did not get certain projects done? Because of bureaucracy, government procurement, and you have to take time and take time and take time. And you understand all of that? And you understand, we are going to show Jamaica, you understand, the true history that what he was saying all along to create NARA was a lie. But let me tell people what NARA is. NARA is the gateway for crony capitalism to enrich themselves. And the Donald Trump administration backing the Jamaica Labour Party as it relates to crony capitalism because America wants a piece of pie through NARA. Listen to me, Jamaica. You know, Mystic Sensation not telling you any lie. I am going to show you the evidence. I have the evidence to show you that the Integrity Commission investigators are looking at how Andrew Holness used emergency procurement, and you are going to shock. No. So then, your argument in saying that, you know, bureaucracy owning up the process and all of that, you are lying to the Jamaican people. Without any further ado, let me show Jamaica how lie you are. You are a deceiver. Let us show and dig into your business. Right? We are here to bring out the evidence. Now, let us get this. Here it is. Investigation Division. Special report. Pursuant to Section 36, subsection 3 of the Integrity Commission Act. The use of emergency contracting methodology by public bodies, and this covered the investigation period 2015-2019. So when you come out and you rush the Integrity Commission investigators, Byron Mystic Sensation is saying, why is the reason that you are doing it? Because they're onto you, they are digging into your flesh, and you realize that the Integrity Commission investigators are going to expose you. And they did. So I want to show people that you are under these. Your administration is under the investigation. Your procurement is concerned. Look at this, people. Look at this. So here it is, the background. The Director of Investigation has received and reviewed a number of complaints regarding the use of emergency contracting methodology in the procurement process. Though the use of the reference methodology has been addressed on a case-by-case basis, the Commission has not, until now, done a general review of same. They are investigating now. Based upon the foregoing, a decision was taken to conduct a statistical analysis of the use of the emergency contracting methodology for the period of 2019. My Jamaican people, look what the Integrity Commission investigators have found. So when the Auditor General came out and said, hey, something wrong here. Something wrong here. When Pamela Monroe came out And when Janet Calder came out and make a reflection as a result of Pamela Monroe audit, they said, no, this is crazy. Over $3 trillion unaccounted for. Mighty God, Jamaica, wanna watch out. Most of them done through emergency procurement. Andrew Owen said the process was slowing up. And so they not even have to use NARA to make the system go faster. We never know this, Jamaica. We never know this. Let us expose them. When you come at people, see the evidence. I'm not telling no lie upon him. See the evidence, yeah. Contracts awarded by procurement methodology, see it, yeah. Number of contracts issued. Come up in the Guinea people. We need to expose them. 2,252 emergency contracting methodology. You know the amount of money involved in that? 23 billion Jamaican dollars. 466 million Jamaican dollars. $776,489.88. Me I call out people see this evidence. Me not like me. People who don't know some mystic sensation. This, you know. Anywhere the dirtiness them dig it up or expose it. People see it there. Look what them use again. Direct contracting, single sourcing, you know. Give them friend, you know. 46,133, you know. Direct contracting, single sources. You know what's that? Even when they just pick up contract and just give them friend. You understand? No bidding, no go on. No bidding, no go on for them contract, yeah. So you see pressure in a UHI and them no want. They don't want the person who come from overseas, you understand, to change, to have policies and change up the way how UHWI angled. I mean, what they call him, Andre Stevenson have a term for them. We call them the Clarendon boys. You understand? Decided to go against the lady. Huh? Because they want to maintain direct contracting, single sourcing. No bidding, no go on, no watch a paper. 46,133. Then all the government no Andrew Owen run out and tell me say him have to create NARA because the process is slow and so him can't deliver on the social programs then. Him can't deliver on the social programs then. And because NARA is not there, you understand, you can't fix the road them. Because you understand, you need a faster process, which part, you know, you can't avoid the process of procurement. So our you do so. Criminal, thief, all criminal. Our you do so. 46,133 direct contracting, single sourcing, $279 billion. Hey. What? Hey, Jesus, peace, Father God, deliver us from evil. Tell them, man. Father God, when we say Andrew Owen, it's a 100% pure fucking evil, you know. 279 million, see there? 172 million, 317, 362 million. Look, I know our report this, you know. See that? 25,882 number of contracts, limited tendering, this again, you know. Restrict bidding, you know. See there, you know. Restrict bidding, you know. How much is that? $113 billion, you know. 724 million. Hey, let me tell you something. Yo, listen to me. This is what you call, how should I put this? This is just taking advantage. This is extreme. This can't be an extreme. And the rate of how is going on. You understand? Yo, the DPP, the Commissioner of Police, if he's sending Ross to prison, go and cuff him. Handcuff him. Look on this. Local competitive bidding, 3,261. $65 billion. 253 international competitive bidding, $29 billion. And government to government, $14 billion. You so much you come to 525 billion, 587 million, 963,310 cents. So you tell me now, Jamaica, at the rate they are going, no rape them or rape it. Them literally they rape the effing country. Let me take this away. When I look for all of them something there, the man literally the administration raping the effing country. Eh? Let me go to melting pot. Melting pot. When I see all like this now where we dig up melting pot, come me and you round us right now where we are dig, we dig. But you let me have your input on the situation.
Well, you know, everything where we are look on is only designed to destroy the country. You understand? To destroy the massive of the people life and to enrich those little criminals. Yeah? Because too much of this direct single contract where them are give out, wait now bid for. Yeah? So all of these things now are secrecy. Yeah, because it's not openly in a bidding process. Yeah, one-on-one, friend. So you know a crony is in that. You understand? Yeah, and people are get kicked back. You understand? This is why them so wealthy. This is why them have problem with the Integrity Commission. Because all of them wealthy with them amassing through these corruption scheme. Yeah? Remember, you know, Integrity Commission, yeah, will see that these money are illicit enrichment. Yeah? And that is why I want to categorically make it clear to everyone that the Integrity Commission is not investigating any what you call controversial cases. Yeah? Are real cases in front of the IC. Yeah? And what the IC is doing is taking time, yeah, to investigate these cases, right? And that is a due process that I find very credible because they're not rushing to declare anything, you know. They take them time, yeah, methodically, them go through the process and find these nastiness guilty of illicit enrichment. Yeah, this is why them understaff them. Yeah, currently have them operating at 55%. Yeah, staff capacity because they don't want to give them the full human resource so that they can work on a more, you know, quicker basis to determine these outcomes. Yeah, so it's a corruption. Yeah, that the government has even been utilizing to destroy the Integrity Commission. Yeah, the IC, and you rightly point out, that Andrew Wallace gave appraisal to, yeah, for over 4 years. But come 2021, when them decide, so well, then yes, we have something for you, and then put it out. Them start discredit them, and them start to witch hunt against them, and them start to do all manner of evil, yeah, to destroy the Integrity Commission. Yeah. So we know for a fact that the government, and I have always said it, it's a mafia regime administration we have in place. Yeah. The top of the Jamaica Labour Party, which is Andrew Holness, is the mastermind for all of these criminal activity. Yeah. Him and him conglomerate them design a project to rob Jamaica taxpayers. And you just put out the project. Yeah. You just put out the project. Them I use too much emergency procurement for things that does not fall under emergency category.
Exactly.
But when there was an emergency in Jamaica as it related to Hurricane Melissa, there was nothing. Them never use it.
Touch them pot.
That is what you call emergency. Yeah. Oh, you have have emergency for 1.4 billion per old school bus. We park up rotten done out them days where them place they are give for nothing. So you see what the government do, my Jamaican people. This is why, yeah, man like me and Sir Byron around here so to point out these things and to make it be known in no uncertain manner that these are the way Andrew Holness operate under the criminal scheme. Yeah, him being a mafia. Yeah, Tough Tongue being a mafia. Pumvaz being a mafia. And we can't go further. Flight Green, the whole of them, Deadman Mackenzie, they're all mafias. Muma Cow, yeah, Agintai, mafia, the Charles, them a mafia. Because the whole of them sit round the bargaining table, you know, behind closed door, you know. Yeah, and conduct them own business, not the people business. You understand? So when Jamaican people feel like them have a good administration in place around the country, you have a good administration in place, a thief the country. Yeah, they're not running the country. Yeah, awarding themselves hefty salary increases to the tune of 200 and 300%. Yeah, trying to use those money to draw a hole over the integrity face, like them earn it through salary. Not knowing fully well so the Integrity Commission will know exactly when this salary scheme kick in. So them are stupid. Yeah, because criminals are nervous individuals, you know, looking over them shoulder at all time. So them not have no time to think straight and know so some of these things when they want to send to the Integrity Commission are garbage. Easily track and trace. You understand? So we are looking at all of these type of, you know, unwanted governance. Yeah, we don't want them type of governance there. No, because we can do it, mash up Jamaica and kill Jamaican. And right now we have a problem with that. So we are set. The scheme where we are point out and I show Jamaican tonight, yeah, how Andrew robbed the country. Very, very informative, yeah, and it must be recognized for the value of the work done by Sir Byron in bringing these information to the public attention, yeah, highlighting the high level of criminality through corruption by the Andrew Holness administration. And I yield back the floor to you, Sir Lord Byron.
Well said, Mystic. Well said, Melton. But well, you're Mystic sensation. Well said, my brother, right? And we have to also tell them that there are many times you and I engage, converse, you understand, and work on investigation together, right? It's not a one-man, you understand, situation. You understand, we do it as a team effort, right? Now, having said that, right, we keep certain bombshell that we are going to engage tomorrow with. And so we are not going to give in, and we have to allow, in terms of, you know, discipline, other people, platform will be coming on just now. I don't want to really extend myself, right, because they want to do their thing as well. So this is where we are going to end it. I want to say thanks, Melting Pot, to always be there, right, be on the battlefield, right, and we have to fight for our people. But tomorrow, again, we have other bombshell that, trust me, you don't want to miss. So wait until we put out the thumbnail tonight. We are doing some investigation. By the evening, we'll finalize and we'll be coming out. So see me tomorrow. Okay, caller, come in because, all right, let me just take some calls. Yeah, I should just take some calls before I come on. Yes, caller, Mystic Sensation online. Go ahead.
Hey, I'm Mystic. Good day, Melton Pot.
Blessings, my brother.
Blessings.
Yeah, I'm saying I want the other day when Mr. Holness was being interviewed by Nationwide, right?
Yes.
Cliff Hughes was trying to tell him that FBI, right? No interested in the case no more. And Holness was like, hey, he didn't hear that. Where Cliff Hughes get that information from?
Oh, you mean FBI or FID?
FBI, I said, yeah.
Okay, all right. No, well, guess what? Cliff Hughes is always going to create some little things to poke and cause destruction when the heat is onto Andrew Holness, right? But
the Prime Minister was saying that he doesn't know that Griffith was trying to go that direction. And I hear George Davis with it some time ago.
No, them can't chat what them want to chat. All right, hear me, Carla. More you listen to Mystic Sensation, because I'm not going to give you something that is false. All right, let me say this to you. Right? FID at this point in time, right? Because FID did come out with a response and said that nothing like that, right? So FID did debunk it. However, let me say this. At this point in time that FID cannot vindicate the Prime Minister, let me say something to you, Carla. The Prime Minister can never be vindicated. And I ask you that. And let me tell you something now.
I know that. All right. From the IC report, right?
Yes.
The IC report has covered everything. They cover everything. They show the money laundering, everything.
Yes. Yes.
And you know what? The Prime Minister is still doing something, right?
Yes.
Guess what? The money that they send us, just the fund money, right?
Yes.
Is to take care of the hurricane. And they have that bank up. Where the interest coming off of it? You have that, getting interest off of it. You know that?
Well, guess what? If you do those shenanigans because he's a criminal. I'm talking it loud and clear.
He's doing that.
Yeah.
Right? Mean that I know that they're a non-profit organization. They get a fund. The money can't sit there. The money must do whatever it has to come to do. You understand?
Yes.
It must come to do whatever it comes to do. When after them come check the part, them say, how long this money was staying in the account?
Yes.
About that interest.
Exactly.
You understand?
Exactly.
So I don't know what the Prime Minister is doing. I mean, the Prime Minister...
Look, let me tell you something. It is not that the Prime Minister is in a trouble. The Prime Minister is in what I call and what I would define worse than just trouble. The Prime Minister is in a conundrum. The Prime Minister is in a conundrum. And let me tell you something. All the happenings that is taking place, the PSOJ, the Umbrella Group of Church, and many civil societies, they know that the Prime Minister is going to reach to the end of the rope. No one can help the Prime Minister.
Parliament now is trying to let them not answer question. She should just I can't say no more, you know, because of the a sick to my stomach, you know.
Yes.
I don't watch Parliament again because of she, you know. What I'm saying here, the Prime Minister, if you just try to tell him that FBI clear him, but I'm like, well, the Prime Minister, nobody tell you that. The Prime Minister don't jerk him up about that, and nobody come in the media saying that about perfumes and say, oh, bias here, you know? You try to spin it like the FBI clear him.
Yes.
The FID clear him, you know?
No, nothing like that. Nothing like that.
And George Davis coming up with what they say, and they use some descriptive word the other day about what they didn't even remember the word and what they said. You know?
Yes. Well, that's why they are losing credibility, you know. That's why they are losing credibility. All right. If George Davis come out, all right, let me hear you argue this point. George Davis came out and said, okay, all right, the FID is not investigated. It has no interest in terms of pursuing the Prime Minister because nothing is wrong. And Big Mama is saying that. Let me ask you a question. Have you seen any documentation that they come out with and said, here it is, people, evidence, just like, oh, I am showing the documents. Have you seen that? They can't do it because there's no such information. All right?
Yeah, I know.
All right, my brother. There's no such information. So, blessings, my brother. All right. All right. So Altia Sterling is saying, am I to conclude that the software manipulated the records after the count? No, Alethea, it is not after the count. It is the process of getting up to the election and the manipulation that take place, right? And the voters' influence and certain things that go into it, voter suppression, the information to manipulate and all of that. And that is one of the reasons why that the Pegasus is telling you how successful they are as it relates to defeating, right, over 30 other countries, and the result that they have by doing all the processes, you understand, to drive within that influence. I know that you are seeking, right, some answers, and I'm giving you answers. The manipulation of technology as it relates to the ability to shut down, you understand, systems. Yes, the Pegasus has the capability. You have seen during the election, you understand, the digital and the other network provider, you understand, shattered just like that. They have those access, they have those manipulations. They are that, you understand, the ability of them get into your phone, you understand, without you knowing, right? Take out data, right? Do this and it cannot catch, right? Spyware and malware. So you have to understand how the process work, and I know that you are seeking information, and that is why I am furnishing you with all of that. And that is one of the reasons why we show you that Amnesty International, right, which is an international group, is saying it is dangerous. You understand? It go against democratic principle. It is serious to shift a political order. That is what they are saying. And France is telling you that it happened to them. You understand? In terms of they wanted to select a particular persons in power to keep them, you understand, for whatever reason they want to keep them for, they can do it. It tells you how much of that had been done in Africa, right? It tells you all of that. So this is not a mystic sensation concern, a melting pot concern. We are giving you the data as it relates to country, you understand, suffering from Pegasus. All right. So there it is that we come to the end of our program. But tomorrow, people, if you think that today, right, that you hear, right, I mean, getting deep dive, join us tomorrow. You are going to get more deeper. We are going to get more deeper. And trust me, you are going to be alarmed. Tomorrow, stay tuned, right, because we keep the best for last as it relates to tomorrow. All right. Melting pot, big up yourself.
Yeah, just to say to our people, remember there is no sun. Yeah, so safe travel on the gravel. We out.
All right, blessings, melting pot. All right, cool. Love you, my brother. Blessings. And remember, people, today on Thursday.
Yeah, man, Titan. Later on, man.
Hold on, let me explain, people. All right, people might be wondering how Mystic Sensation missing off a Titan, right? No, we're not missing off a Titan. It's just to the fact that we have inventory, right, and we full well overload with certain things. So we talk to Wayne, right, about what we are doing, right, and of course you soon see me back quick on the Titan. Hold on, let me take the last call. Because we know that people are wondering, you know. Yes, Carla, you're on Mystic Sensation.
Mystic, good job today.
Thank you. Really appreciate it. Thank you.
And what I like, start pushing out the facts.
Yes.
That we can take pictures of it.
There you go.
And send it to our congressmen.
Oh yes.
Women and senators.
Yes. And you
when we talk to them and telling them what is happening to Jamaica, we want to have proof. So
yes.
Especially what they want to see is the Integrity Commission reports.
Exactly.
Please put it out that we can take pictures of it and send it to them.
Yes. And
another thing that people have to look into, when Audrey Marks came out and was talking about the meeting she had about the deportees, by the next day, the U.S. Embassy sent something out to the Gleaner. They did not call her so well, what you're saying is not true, they send it to the Gleaner. So if the people of Jamaica think that in Jamaica, they make a sad mistake.
You're right. You're 100% correct.
America do not have friends.
They have interest.
America has interests.
Perfectly right.
So
Perfectly
let
right.
Andrew Holness continue.
Perfectly
And
right.
the Stephen ministers, because they all going to fall on their own sword. I am only hoping that when them fall, from find out where our American money is and where they hide it or where they put it and confiscate it.
Okay, so we capture 713,000 in Citibank. So me I talk loud, come on here. 713,000 in Citibank, and it went in 2021. We have the information. So whenever they have they make such requests, we are here.
Yes, because I return it back to the poor and needy people. But
Exactly.
Nothing never lasts forever.
Look here, sister, you're talking, and I know that you're going to see the salvation as it relates to Andrew Holness in the judiciary. And he can't avoid it. He can't, he may try, right? At least we have 3 of them, you understand, for seeking judicial review. Andrew Holness, Xavier Main, and Andrew Wheatley. We are going to send more of them in the queue to continue to line up, you understand, for judicial review. What an embarrassment. What a disgrace. The Prime Minister line up for judicial review. What a nastiness.
You know how hard it is for us here in the diaspora, right? And we always deprive ourselves to give it to our people, especially in times of need.
Yes.
When the Melissa hurricane came, we sent and did without, deprive ourselves and send it down there.
The sacrifice that we made.
And they did not get it.
What a piece of audacity. Yo, so
For the Andrew Holness and his administration, and please send out all the statutory declaration that things that come from the Integrity Commission. Please put it out that we can always take pictures of those documents because black and white don't lie.
exactly. And what I'm doing now, because they are cleaning up some of the information I'm put out, what them do now, as I put it out, they went and clean it. So what I am doing now, I am taking them into picture format and saving a file. You understand? So even if them clean the net, we still have it. So that is what I'm doing.
If they're watching Donald Trump, they're not watching the Democrats.
Yes.
They're not watching the Democrats because our Democrat congressmen, they're very close to us. You understand?
Yes.
Or even the Republicans, because my congressman Tom Tillis, if he was not retiring, Andrew Holness would see what he gets. You understand?
Okay.
So I don't talk.
Well, we're looking forward for November, the midterm. See how that go, right? Because I mean, if it goes the way we want it to go, my sister, right? We know, say, you understand, end game. You understand, up for him, end game.
And a lot of these people need to be investigated because our remarks need to be investigated.
Yes, now tell me about that.
You don't know what she did when she was American ambassador because she didn't mix with us.
All right.
She didn't mix with them. She only mixed with the laborite people up here, not us.
Mm-hmm.
You understand what I mean? She
Yes.
mixed with the people in the US.
All right.
You understand?
Yes.
She enjoyed Jamaica taxpayers' money.
All
That's
right.
what they all do.
So what you need to do also, tune in to Mystic Sensation tomorrow, right? Because more bangarang today, no. So we save the best for last. So tomorrow, you understand, we have some more devastating news to come out with. So tune in for tomorrow.
Just put the facts out and let us take pictures of it.
Yes.
The fact is this, that the American government don't go by Malta.
No. And we have the evidence. We have the evidence.
Send out
You
the
understand?
evidence.
Remember that,
Send it to them because in
Enough is enough. And Mystic Sensation don't speak on certain things, and I don't have the source. Anything that you hear coming out of my mouth, me make sure me sit down for my evidence, because me can't take a lawsuit, and me can't expose my channel to lawsuit. So me have to get it right.
We have things that Ratigan put out, because the fact is this: people in Jamaica think that it dropped on deaf ears, they make a sad mistake.
Yes. So me make sure say any lawsuit that they want to send, they can sue me. Them sue the source. You understand? And that's why I put up the source and say, see that. So no can sue me, and me I say so. And me.
And Google stuff, because here I have everything right there.
Exactly.
Google everything.
Exactly.
Google everything, because let them go through Google.
Exactly. So
they can't keep up a good work.
Thank you, my sister.
Mistake.
Thank you, my sister.
Good work. You and Ratigan and Lonesome and
Yes.
Andrew Stevens.
Yes.
And
Yes.
a few, because people here is listening.
Yes, ma'am.
It's not falling on deaf ear. The people in the United States who's supposed to know what is happening in Jamaica, because all we do is just refer these things to them and say, well, see it here.
Yes, ma'am. Yes.
Because we're not going to sit down anymore and watch the poor and needy in Jamaica suffer.
No. And we are, trust me, believe you me, I am not going to stop until justice done. Trust me, people, when me tell her that.
And always talking about Mark Golding. Mark Golding is a very intelligent man.
Oh, yes.
Mark Golding is a man of compassion.
Yes.
And Mark Golding don't eat rice when it is hot.
Aye. Silent river run deep. Look at tell them that.
Yes.
Silent river run deep, my sister.
Man, Mark Golding know about politics. He was in politics long before Andrew Holness get in politics. We have been in this party from the day when Bustamante received the Constitution.
Yes.
From 1962.
1962, yes.
And we know about Jamaica because we live it.
Yes.
We live life in Jamaica, grew up in Jamaica, and we know the good from the bad.
Exactly, my sister. Exactly.
So nobody can fool us.
Exactly.
And a lot of people don't have the experience that we have. You understand what I mean? That's why sometimes I listen to the Wayne Lonesome, because it brings back many memories to me as a child growing up in Jamaica.
Yes, man. Lonesome know him stuff, man. Lonesome know him stuff. Lonesome know him stuff, man.
He know the facts.
And remember, Lonesome is not going to come out with something, you understand, and him don't have the source. You understand? So,
right.
And this is what we do. We are the Titan brothers. Lonesome, myself, and Melting Pot.
And even Melting Pot too. Because
Yes, ma'am.
Melting Pot come from the same area where I grew up. I right off Maxwell Avenue. I grew up on Lincoln Avenue, right off Maxwell Avenue.
Yes. So that's
we know when Michael Manley days. You understand? From the days when people used to fight with stone and bottle, and they don't have gun in those days.
Exactly.
So we know the good old days of Jamaica.
All right.
And it hurt us to see our people have to suffer with all this money that we send down to Jamaica and all these things that we send to Jamaica, and know that the children still and people still sleeping under Tapali. It's a damn shame.
Mighty God. And when I look on it, sister,
shame.
$40 billion paid to the Israelites to continue to keep him in power. Can you imagine? 40 billion of Jamaican dollars?
Well, you know what? Right now, they soon throw away Netanyahu because America tired of him. You understand what I mean?
Mighty God, man. How can you process this in my brain?
The Democrats don't take that house in because you know what? Everybody's sick of him. You understand what I mean? Because he go on and destroy people. And one of the things that hurt us, remember, Jamaica did not vote at the UN, remember, about the Palestinians.
Yes, I remember that.
We know it. soon as
Yeah.
possible.
Yeah, well, on the sister. Yes, call. I see your call. As soon as the sister finished talk, you understand me get to you. I see your call. But me make the sister finish what she said.
Everything is just a matter of time, but Kamina Johnson need to go.
Yes,
because
of course.
He's an instigator.
Yes.
And that is why Andrew Walker don't have no respect for her.
Mm-hmm.
Because she should be the one that representing the foreign affairs of Jamaica, not Audrey Marx.
Exactly. You're perfectly right. Right? She's the Minister of Affairs. Minister of Foreign Affairs. So you're perfectly right.
But you know what? It's just a matter of time.
Yes,
and
Mrs.
Gabriel Williams continue hiding up the Jamaica money and don't give the Integrity Commission that they can hire more people, because you know what? Your backside soon go prison too.
Just a matter of time.
You wait little.
Just a matter of time, Mrs. Remember that the Auditor General investigate Darrell Vaz with the bus system, you know. So we soon hear that the bang around the two, you know.
He need to be all in generation in a land.
Yes, man. We soon hear about that the bang around there again. We soon hear about that the bang. What a piece of crisis in the country. Mighty God.
Well, it needs to happen. It needs to happen. It needs to happen. A revolution needs to happen. And the diaspora must stop sending money down here and giving to the Jamaica government. If you have money going to give it individual.
Yes, to your people them. Exactly. I agree with you. I agree with that.
You have a lot of programs in Jamaica that take care of the poor.
Yes.
And the needy and the accountable.
Yes.
If you want to give it to Mission of the Poor. Our Father Hold On.
Yes.
Or you give it to your individual family in your community.
Yes.
Give it to your community or to your basic schools.
We don't have no time to send no government
nothing.
nothing.
Your money anymore to Andrew Holness administration.
Exactly, my sister. Exactly.
All right, Mystic.
Bless up yourself, my sister. Love you.
Tomorrow.
All right, blessings. All right, let me just get back to the caller who was calling. Right. Caller, I don't want to leave any one of my callers behind, you know. So let me see. The caller who was calling a while ago. Caller, if you can come back, let me allow you a minute or two to call me back. If not, we are going to close the show. Right, because the call me back caller, the caller who was calling me and couldn't get me. Right. See if you can call me back. Right. So me give you a minute or two for call. If you know, call back then. Right, we just go close the show right here. So call me back caller, because you were just calling. So we can just close with your point of view. So yes, Jamaica, we want to tune in tomorrow, right? And as we said, tomorrow, right, bigger bangaram, right? I don't even want to give an hint in terms of what I'm going to touch tomorrow, right? When I come to class tomorrow, because tomorrow, worries when we dig up them file there. Hey, tomorrow, worries when we dig up them the file there and dash you out. When we say me a dash out file, you know, me a dash out file. You understand how we have the evidence here? We have the evidence here. Let me give them a little hint. I'll do me say me now give them a little hint. Andrew, how much you collect off for the TCN? Me a left you write this up. Write this up now. Me nah talk up the things them. I left you write this up. What a bang around tomorrow when we run out on them. No worries. All right, so that's where we end the program today. Want to say thank you, right, for all my people to tune in, in particular my chat room, right? My chat room very engaging, you know. I love my chat room. All the people, all I want in the chat room, big up on a wonderful, nice self. You understand? Tune in with me tomorrow. right, again, for another exciting Mystic Sensation Live, right? Tune in and we are out. You understand? Bless up yourself. All right.
10 years, you say. 10 long years and look how Jamaica stay. No light, no road, no food pan we plate. People are suffer while Andrew live great. Hey, hey. You stand up on the platform, smile wide and proud. I tell we about prosperity, but we can't see it all now. Hurricane come through and left the people bare. 6 months later, them still out there, asleep under the air. Their GLP friends them build high rise, road still full of wood. A whose pocket do I feel while the nation lose its soul?